Or as a lot of you say, Grand Rising. I want to tell you all that I love you. The ones that love me and support me, I love you all. And you all have given me a lot of love and strength over the years. I'm talking about my real down home OG Alexyss K. Tylor Vagina Power Show supporters that were in high school at the time, even college at the time, going to Spelman, Morehouse, and people of different races watching me from all around the world. Now I am so blessed and so fortunate when I thought, after I had been poisoned by the man from D Health Store to Hootie Ma'adra, to call himself Ernest LaShawn Cooper, and so many treacherous, heinous things done to me by family and fake ass friends and lovers, or a lover, let's say. Because I was with the same man from the time I started Vagina Power 2006 up to last year, 2023. I was with only one man. And that's why I'm so interested, and I've even begged. I'm going to stop asking. I've even begged for all these women and men that said I was a hoe, a low down hoe. I do this, I do that with all these different people. I begged y'all to please bring these men forward. These men, these women, whoever y'all say I'm with, I want to see them speak for themselves and tell y'all about the relationships they had with me themselves. But instead, these dirty ass, old ass, black ass, snappy head ass fucking bitches, old and young. I see it's a lot of women saying these things about me. Continue to put out all these lies about me and my name and where I live and where I don't live, and I'm homeless and I'm on Section 8 and all this shit. But you say you know men that I screw. And for you all that don't like me bringing it up, just get off the live. Don't fucking be over here. Because I'm disclosing what I really haven't discussed. Some of the things I haven't discussed. That's why I know that these people are lying on me. And as you can see, nobody ever does a live. Nobody ever does a taped. Nobody ever does any videos or put any pictures or names out of any men that have decided to come forward and tell on me. Because I've been with the same nigga. Even though it was gaps in the periods of time that I was celibate in a relationship because of so much abuse from him. I'm dealing with a supreme narcissist and so many of my own issues, which I'm going to offer these classes, and I'm writing these down because Nipsey gave me a lot more insight over the past few days. And I needed the rest. I needed time for myself, and the other spirits have come in here and give me a lot more insight. Y'all, we had a lot to talk about, and I'm not going to get into all of it right now. I'm going to get into some of it because I couldn't sleep. I felt like this was something I needed to tell you all, the ones that love and support me, and the ones that hit my Cash App and make it clap when nobody else loves and supports me. And when I thought I wasn't going to make it, even this own nigga set me up and poisoned me, did a lot of dirty shit. But I'm here, y'all. I'm here. And my life is a very sad story. Hell, I don't even want it. If I could change my life and have it never happen, I would change it. If I could have a better life than what I've had, and I could pick a better life and better parents and a better family, I would pick it. It's just been a tragic life, a tragic backstory to, and I'm trying not to cry. I'm trying not to get emotional, but even it makes me cry because it was really a pathetic, a bad life. And when I really think about it, it didn't have to be that way. It's like your parents bringing you into this world to abuse you, to God, there's so many words I could think of, to leave you, abandon you, and tell people you're nothing and you're no good and you're just a baby. That says a lot about what a mother thinks and doesn't think, or a father thinks and doesn't think about themselves. First of all, let's get into that. Because anybody that could leave their child, that is an extension of them. So the way I want you all to study this, but a lot of people don't care that are fucking with a woman, a nigga fucking with a woman, or her friends fucking with a woman, that will get on their knees mentally, emotionally, spiritually, even physically, and suck them off and play with them and get them their money and get them clothes and shoes and spoil them, and they watch them abuse their own fucking kids. They don't really care about it. But I'm telling you, a person is sick, insecure, has a lot of mental problems and mental and emotional issues, weaknesses, wounds within themselves, that you watch an adult do that to their children. And then tell people the daughter's nothing, the son is nothing. We already know that you think very little of yourself to walk away from something that belongs to you. Whether you like the daddy or not, it does not matter. So when you hear a bitch that's a mother say that her children are no fucking good, what does that say about her? See, that's why you'll never, ever. I've told stories about me and my son and stories about, about him individually and funny shit, but you all have never, please correct me if I'm wrong right now. You all have never, nor will you ever hear me get up here and trash my son. He ain't this, he ain't that. He may not be in some areas. Okay? And it doesn't mean that what he's doing or what he did isn't a reflection on me. I understand that on a deeper level, that has nothing to do with me. Especially if you know you didn't raise your children to walk in a certain way and they walk the path that you didn't want for them. The more you don't want it for them, the more they want it for themselves, even though it's a path of destruction. It's going to lead to a dead end and destruction. That doesn't mean you're a bad parent, and that doesn't mean a child saw you live that and followed in your footsteps. Because many times children will go against the advice of their family, their parents, or if they just have a mother, they will go against her for the world, trying to get approval and attention, acceptance. And a lot of times they don't have a daddy. They're looking for their daddy. And many times when they get around the daddy, they become just like the daddy, in and out of jail, selling dope, trying to emulate and be close to and bond with the father that they didn't see and didn't have around. Or they'll pick someone exactly like the father that you said ain't shit or that walked away, because it's a deficit in them. Many times we as women create a deficit in our sons because there's a deficit in us. Child, I didn't even mean for this to go in this direction, but fuck it, let's get it. Let's go into this edition of Alexyss K. Tylor, Vagina Power. We're going to go several places today. And one of the places I'm going to go after I say this here, I'm going to talk to you men. And then the spiritual things Nipsey gave me and the other ancestors have been coming to give me about the water world, more of water world, more of the parasites, and the catfish have been in here having a conversation with me this morning. The whole planet I saw, let me see, the eagle, the bald eagle. I saw the bald eagle falling out of the sky and the hair falling out of half the eagle head. The white part, the white hair at the top of his head, and you know the eagle is not to be fucked with. That's like the king of the air. One of the most powerful kings of the air. Don't nobody really fuck with the eagle. If they do, there are severe consequences behind fucking with the eagle. The eagle, we're going to do with the hawk, we're going to do with the vulture. But the top one that came in here to speak to me is the eagle, but then I saw the other was the whole ecosystem is fucked up and falling, it's out of balance on purpose. Land in NASA space station. We're dealing with the real estate in the air. Nipsey brought me and the other ancestors brought me, and dealing with the other galaxies, dimensions, and planets. And from Sirius and Venus, Pluto, Mars. We're dealing with real estate in space where our ancestors live. Because the other ancestors that have spoken to me and the real aliens that are the fathers and the mothers of the other aliens that we see, they are black. These beings are blue, black. Some of their skin is black as asphalt. Come in here. And those are the original devils. Y'all have been taught to look at white devils and the evil they do. You need to look at their father and their mother, which is the father of lies as well as the father of truth, which will be the black devils that they tell you not to look at. And that's why you get so heartbroken like I did and disappointed by so-called black folks, because that's the original devil that they have not taught you the magic of and the science of, that they have emulated from Egypt and Atlantis and these other places. We're going to deal with the real estate in NASA, the real estate on the ground that you have been taught that it's most valuable to emulate these fake celebrities and these fake stars that are not stars at all, instead of looking at the stars in space that are equivalent to the stars in your mind, to the stars in your electromagnetic field and in your chemistry, the tissues of your body, the chakras and the auric field. Fuck what you heard about all these other bitches imitating me, trying to imitate, eliminate, destroy, and replace Alexyss K. Tylor, Vagina power. I ain't never imitated or duplicated or tried to motherfucking erase or replace another bitch on this planet, because ain't no bitch walking, talking, and acting like or teaching like or downloading like Alexyss K. Tylor, Vagina power. So I'm gonna give it to you rough and raw today. Like Nipsey and these other beings have given it to me. And about the real estate, fuck what's on the ground, above the ground. We're going to deal with what's beneath the ground. And also what the dead people say that are yet still alive. They have more knowledge and wisdom than you. But you think you're better than them and you're above them and something's wrong with me, or you're above me, or I'm crazy because I speak to them. But they know something that you don't. Because you have more value for a flesh body that will deceive you, get you hooked up and fucked up, and sperm and pussy and leave you. And cause you to ascend out of your physical body that you think means more than anything. But yet it does here in the illusionary world, in the illusionary mind. I also want to offer my condolences to Shannon because her grandmother transcended. The day before yesterday, I know it was heartbreaking for her because I lost my grandmother almost 3 years ago physically. But it was a different kind of relationship because I really didn't always get along with my grandmother because she's just like my mother, sick. A supreme narcissist, sick and twisted. So we have to talk more about these bitches, these mamas and these fucking grandmamas that abuse all the female kind. The most powerful one that stands in the earth, the female kind, the daughter, the granddaughter, the niece, the sister. But you are them, but you destroyed them. That's a whole nother thing. But see, Shannon's grandmother was not like that. Shannon's grandmother was a sweetheart. And what's also kind of creepy, Shannon has her grandmother's face. She doesn't really look like her mother to me. Shannon looks like her grandmother. And she said she knew her grandmother her whole life, and her grandmother never left her, never hurt her, abused her, never let anybody disrespect her. Her grandmother was always there. And what I also think was beautiful about this, and I told her, even though she cannot see the beauty in it because she's in so much pain, I told her 3 years ago when we were doing the Facebook Lives on Nipsey, and I saw one of the grandmother's husbands or lover or something come in to the live, and I told her what he was saying about her stockings and her fingernail and toenail polish. And she told the grandmother what I said, and the grandmother knew who it was. And she told me last night, I was cracking up. She said the grandmother, if she knew you and you come around and you had some fucked up feet and fingernails, she said, ooh, baby, ain't no woman should walk around with no hoofs like that. Ooh, honey, come on, we finna go to the nail salon because you got to get your feet did and your hands did because, ooh, that's a mess right there. And the way she said the grandmother was just she's saying this and said she would take them and get their feet and fucking hands done. I died laughing. I said, remember, that's what the guy said about her. I hope she doesn't mind me telling this little bit. What I thought was beautiful about it, and then we're going to go back to where I was going, was a week ago, it was last week and the week before, Shannon sent me a picture of, somebody put my Cash App in here, please. Hit my Cash App and make it clap. She said, sis, my grandmama is in the room because the grandmother passed at home, which I think is so beautiful. She should have passed at home around her loved ones. They took out the hospital and they said she was dealing with COVID. And what was underneath, if there's anything underneath, was going to come out because of the COVID. And she said, sis, grandma is in here talking, just talking all day and all night. I say, Shannon, what is she saying? Go in there. Tell me what she's saying. She said, she been talking to everybody, all these relatives, and calling their name. And she said she see them and they talking to her and grandma talking back and answering. I said, wait a minute. Let me ask you one thing. Is the name she mentioning people that you know? She said, yes. I said, are they physically dead? She said, yes. I said, leave her alone, Shannon. Let Granny talk. I've seen this before. And I've shared this in the past, how I knew what I was. And my grandmother would send me to nursing homes to people I didn't know, I never met. But she knew them. And she was like, go, you're going to go to Augusta. Baby, you're going to go to Grady Hospital. You're going to go. She sent me to these different places. What we want to know is this person staying or is this person going? Go, they're going to let you in. You're going to sit in a nursing home. You're going to tell them you're my granddaughter. They already know me. They know you're coming. They're going to let you in. Sit down and just casually, once you get what you need, call me. And then I'm going to ask the family and I'm going to verify everything you're saying. I sit there. I remember this one lady, beautiful, laying in the bed. She was in hospice in this nursing home. And I asked her spirit, because she could not talk. Can I, hello, my name's such, can I sit with you? Is it okay? I know you don't know me. I want to introduce myself. I know you cannot speak, but I know you can talk. And I know you can hear me. I can read your mind. Tell me, because I know you can say it because you see me. I know you see me. I know you can hear me too. I know you see me bent over your bed right now. I want to introduce myself and I want to ask you, and I can look at your body. I can know about your feel. And I touched her hand. I said, yes or no. She said, yes. I got the chair. The nurse let me stay. I said, can I have some time with her? The nurse left me in there. They didn't feel like I would hurt her. Okay. I'm sitting and I have my paper and pen because I like to document. So I still have these old stories that I'm telling you about. And I had them verified. I'm thinking about publishing them. So the people that you feel like you're like me, you want to take private classes from me, I will have these. I'm thinking about, you all let me know if there was something that you would like. If not, that's fine. I'm going to release it to the world because I know people in the world, somebody's going to want this. And it doesn't matter what your race is. I really don't give two fucks. What I care about is the energy and the abilities of the person. So if you want to learn from me and the way I was taught by my elders that come down here that are out of body, I will make it available for you. And you can get, if you want private class from me one-on-one, I'm going to offer that where we can get together on video as well as I have the audios. I'm going to leave these in the world. And I believe some of you are going to have the babies that know me. I already hear them. Because everybody that's born has a group that they belong to and they're going to meet and they're supposed to reconnect and congregate together and learn from each other or be taught by their teachers. We picked them before we get here. So I'm going to leave this and I'm going to tell you I don't like punk bitches, okay? As I said, when I first started, a lot of you that follow me know how bad my life was and where I came from, okay? And nobody has come out. That's another thing nobody has done. Nobody has come out into the world or done a video about me and said for a fact, somebody actually knew me. Now, I know people have lied on me and, I don't believe Jackie Wilson's her father, but bitch, you're not even older than me and you're not my age, but you don't believe that's my father, but you don't know me. You don't know him. You don't know anything about me. You just wish it wasn't my father. You don't want it to be my father. But all the bitches that say this are nobodies. Nobody. You're nobody, bitch. You're nothing. All these bitches that say this shit about me ain't doing nothing I'm doing. You ain't been around for 20 years and more like I have. Because I was still teaching this shit in Atlanta before I came on TV in 2006, but nobody was feeling me and everybody was trying to destroy me here and then nobody want to hear it. Bitch, you're not me. You don't do what I do. You don't have the abilities that I have. You're sucking dick and getting fucked off, eating out of a trash can because you're eating out somebody's butt. You eating out a nigga's butt. And then what? You eat what he eat. You eat his shit. And then when he drinks down his meal, he then releases himself and pisses in your mouth. But you know me. You know my father. Bitch, you can't even speak to my father outside of his body. You're not a medical intuitive like me. You cannot read DNA, and you don't have my DNA. And you don't have the DNA of my father. Oh, yes, bitch, I'm real raw today. And if you don't like it and you don't want me to address the haters and to address nothing, get off the fucking live. Because don't come over here after the live and try to be my mama, bitch, and tell me what you shouldn't address and what you shouldn't say. You're not me. You don't live my life, and you don't get scrutinized and criticized and lied on every day like I do. You don't live your life in the public, bitch. You don't wear your heart on your sleeve. You don't get crucified like I do, even though I'm minding my own motherfucking business. But no one to this day has come forward because people like to sell you sad stories because everybody loves a hero. Now, the people do not want to walk through the valley of the shadow of death with you. They do not want to take your blows. But everybody loves to see the president invite a soldier, a hero, to the White House to get the Purple Heart or whatever awards they're going to give them, that's sitting in a wheelchair with no legs and no motherfucking hands, or two arms and one hand missing and two half a legs or one half a leg with one plastic foot on, a prosthetic and shit, and the person is still living. I forgot this man's name. It was this white man who became a powerful congressman who had been in war and had lost, I think, his hands and feet, but he was still working, talking, living, passing legislation, fighting for the rights of the American people. You love to see someone be dragged through the war or be a POW for 20 years and get out, limbs missing, eye gone, but still standing strong on the feet that are not there. Be it in a wheelchair or be in prosthetic legs and bionic hands. You love that. We love a hero that fell and that got the fuck back up. Now, y'all, you tap your hands at the end of that. But them being born through that and walking through that struggle and being drugged through that struggle, and like Nelson Mandela, you like to hear about it, but you really not about that shit. You really don't want to be about that, but we will applaud you. We'll buy your books. We'll give you standing ovations because you survived it. But you don't really want to, you not about that shit. You not really built hard body like that. That's why it amazes me. I've had bitches, email me, bitch, Alexyss, you run your mouth. You talk all that shit and that rah-rah shit, which I ain't never threatened nobody, so I don't talk stuff like that. Now I'm gonna defend myself, but usually somebody have to fuck with me. I don't bother nobody. You ain't about that. You ain't hard body like that, bitch. I can come over there and beat your ass about what you said about Lauren London, and I can bust you in your motherfucking face, bitch, because you ain't got no gun, bitch. You ain't gonna defend yourself. You ain't built like that. Okay. You haven't lived my life and my experience, and many of you, and that's fine, because now I like being an underdog, and I like to be underestimated. Just fuck around and find out. And I'm sure a lot of you all know that by now. So the point I was making is this. Nobody's ever come forward and said that I'm lying about my past. Because a lot of people will lie about their past and tell you, I was in foster care. And I've been in foster care before. I was abused, I was raped, I was molested. And now I have become a superstar and a multimillionaire. It's like, people like the rags to riches story. So many people embellish their story, or they will take on the story of someone else. They will take the life on of someone else that went through a lot of shit. Because a lot of these women that get out here that steal from me and that steal from everybody else, like the one that stole the book called Stilettos in the Kitchen. And the woman who I'm talking about happens to be under Queen Afua, Chanel Cooper Sykes, that I was also made aware by some of her ex-students that she stole from me. But hey, that's what hoes do. Just like Nipsey said, but that's what hoes do. So you have to understand the nature of a prostitute. You have to understand the nature of bitches that steal. Because most of them will also steal your life. They will try to do black magic, steal your life, become you, dress like you, walk like you, talk like you, and will steal your story. And then when you look in the back of these people's life, like Chanel Cooper Sykes, she never really went through no shit like I went through. But she's stolen from several women. And if you don't believe me, you can look this up. It's called Stilettos in the Kitchen. I think another black woman wrote it. She stole from that lady and tried to say that she came up with the concept and idea. But now I know who you with, and that's what hoes do. She stole from her. She stole from me. She stole from several people, like her teacher, like her mentor, Queen of Four. But that's what hoes do. So you have to accept the nature of a hoe. So many times, because they prostitute themselves for anything, and they will then paint themselves as if I know this, I know that, but all you do, y'all buy hits, y'all buy clicks and likes and views, you suck dicks and sell your pussy, and then you get out and you have good marketing teams. See, Chanel had a good marketing team and a machine behind her, like a fool and all these other people who have people doing their dirty work for them, who make them look good and clean and pure on the outside, and make them look like they're so smart when they pay marketing teams of people and they steal other women that work hard for their shit. They really created their concepts and their philosophy, and they know how to take pieces out of it and shine it up and plagiarize it and repackage it with their marketing teams and specialists. There's usually young people that are hungry, looking for attention and to be around celebrities that they don't have to pay, or they got them sucking somebody's dick, or they got them staying in the house eating Mau Mau and Pow Pow and tofu, and they give them free room and board and encourage them and counsel them, and they don't have to pay them real money. Then they package it and put it in a nice bowl with their marketing team, and then they get people to push it. They have machines to push it, and you think it's them and it's theirs. And they act like I come from this and I come from that. And then like people like Chanel come from a home with a mother that, a family background that has money that really didn't go through what I went through. And I've actually had women put me down over Chanel and Queen of Four and all these people. Well, they make us pay them. So we respect them more than you. And they make us pay them to get on the telephone. That's what some young bitches told me when I first came out, 2006, 2007. And we value her more. And now I find out later, once they turn on her and they contacted me, here is the download right here, Alexyss, I want you to listen to, that I paid her over $200 for, that now I found out, and then I listened to you, she stole from you. And my mouth is dropping at this point. And I think about it because it was like 2 years ago, I saw Chanel Cooper Sykes on a picture laying her head in Queen of Four's lap, saying because of her age, she is wise. And I have to go back to the source, and this is my mother. And I said, oh, this makes sense now. All these bitches, they're in a team. They're in a Masonic team, and they're clearly all recruited and powerful. The real powerful people on top, the white folks on top, have clearly created this nigga female empowerment circus. These are for the niggas. These is for the white folks. These is for the Spanish folks. These is for whatever group that they put up there, because they wouldn't have the access to the fake celebrities, and all these people are controlled and put in a group together. So this is what they do in every generation. It's not just me. Like I said, this is what hoes do in every generation. You don't believe me? Go look up what the fuck I'm saying, because I ain't scared to say a motherfucking thing I just goddamn said, because I know that it's true, because it happened to me. And it happens to a whole bunch of other people. In every generation, they will have the fake leaders, the fake preachers, the fake spiritual gurus, and they all get together, and those are the ones that are on top and have a fake package that they sell you for people in every generation that they know have been used, hurt, and abused, that are looking for answers, and they'll put them in your face in the public, and they have celebrities and their marketing teams and their machines to push that person and draw you into that person, and then creating books, and most of the books they steal. Most of the information is recycled information that doesn't belong to them. And y'all love it, and you buy it because it costs more. Just like these stupid motherfucking bitches. And I'm giving out all my information. Y'all can see one thing I never did. I never fought YouTube, and I never fought anybody for copyright or trademark infringement that play the Vagina Power videos from 2006 and 2007. Even though I never got paid and I knew people were monetizing getting paid that played my shit is viral on TikTok. I didn't know it till other younger people told me. They said, Alexyss, you're viral on TikTok. I said, what? TikTok. They said, get on TikTok. You don't fucking see yourself on there. Then they get on Instagram and tag me. They done chopped and screwed my shit so many times and put music and put excerpts in it. And a whole new generation of people have found out about Alexyss K. Tylor Vagina Power, even though they try to suppress my knowledge and try to destroy my magic. I try to destroy my knowledge. Why? Because if ones that don't want to get in line, pimps up, hoes down. And I'm not a hoe for nobody. I stand on all 10 on my own and nobody ever supported me and gave me nothing but grief and tried to steal from me. They would want to squash the originator so they could steal your information and plagiarize it and become the duplicator. And you look at them as the master of the knowledge, a master of the science, because most of these bitches can't see. It's just like what the spirits told me this morning. They say, Alexyss, you must understand. Because it's a week or so ago when somebody that I can never see your face and I can never see your name. And one thing y'all will always know about me, even if I have to suffer the consequences for it and then stand on all 10 and be willing to fight about mine, because I ain't no weak punk ass bitch. And let me tell you one way you would have known if I was, because out of all the threats I've been getting lately and they know my real address, I would have come here talking to you, either not talking to you or having somebody speak for me or been in a hospital or with galls in my mouth because they say I talk too motherfucking much, because I would have got my head bust by now. They would have come over here freely. This is a weak ass bitch. And see, people have clearly been told I was a weak bitch. So you think you can call, but they got my real phone number. I'm not going to change the number. It's fine. I've had this number too long. And I've counseled people I have been. And one thing I've always noticed in the past when I got my phone number changed, because if you look at my old shows, I used to give out my phone number. If people didn't like something or want to disagree with me, I would let people call me and say what the fuck they had to say. Okay. Whenever I change my phone number, I will get someone that will call me or how do I get, it's like, I think I called the number or something in the past, or people would then email me and say, hey, I try to call your number. Your number doesn't work. I need a reading. I need some product. Somebody else needs something from you. Why did you change the number? And then I called my number one time. And this guy, he said, God damn, I wanted to know who the fuck is this bitch, Alexyss K. Tylor. And I said, why? What happened? They said, so many people are blowing up this goddamn number. I'm so tired of these people calling here looking for Alexyss K. Tylor. And I said, I decided to call the number because people were sending me emails and texts and said they couldn't reach me and what happened to me and where am I? They said, I'm going crazy. I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? And I just started laughing. And that has happened to me several times. When I changed the number and then people email me and I'll call the number and the person answers, I said, can I ask you something? And they said, yeah. I said, this is Alexyss. They said, God, I wonder, bitch. And I was like, I just started laughing because I didn't even take it personal because I understood it. That didn't mean no harm. And I said, okay, I'm not going to do that because I lose a lot of people and I lost customers that way because so many people have it. And I don't even know who has it, but somebody might pop up and say, hey, Alexyss, remember you read me a year ago, you read me 2 years ago, and I just decided to check to see who's your number. I'm texting you, are you available? I need your help again, or I need some product, or I want something to eat or whatever. So I don't do that. But the fact that they have my real number that I answer, because when I was doing the live, a couple of nights ago and talking about the spirit that came here that I had to fight, that was a black devil. And when I talked to someone from Dr. York's organization that has the holy tablets and some of the other books, they said the person you described as one of the beings that Dr. York taught us about, and they had pictures of the beings. They sent me some pictures last night, and I looked at it and I said, it's that one right there with the pop-ass eyes right there that can buck their eyes. But the thing is, they told me which one it was. They said, wow, out of this group? I said, yeah. He said, but they don't have the teeth. I can't see the teeth. This one had sharp and their teeth on the side. I said, this might be, and they said, well, maybe it's this. I said, it might be a mutant. It might be a mutation of the beings we don't know about in the different realms. because this one doesn't, or it's not known to be a vampire, have vampire teeth. So I'm looking at this shit and I said, I recognize it was different groups they sent me. They said, is this the group of ETs? I said, no, because he said you have to realize the first devils are black devils that Dr. York was saying that that black folks don't even want you to teach them about, because when them niggas get in your face as black devils and them bitches that's black female devils, they don't want you to see them coming. They don't want you to fucking recognize them. So if I was really a punk bitch like that, saying what the fuck I'm saying right now, and these people were saying that, and these bitches was emailing me this like 2 years ago and harassed me the whole 3 years I've done the Nipsey readings. And then like what I said about Lauren London, you're going to say this bitch, I'm coming to Atlanta and I'm going to beat your ass when I get down there. I said, I'll be here because, you know, I work from home, bitch. So you put my address. That is the correct address. So do what you do. Oh, bitch, you a scary bitch. You saying come, but you really a scary bitch. I've been living in the same place. When Nipsey was assassinated on March 31st, 2019, I'm still living in the same place. I'm still sitting in the same goddamn room that I'm sitting in. I ain't ran no goddamn well. I said what I said then, and I said what the fuck I said right fucking now. And I'm still sitting in the same goddamn house. You know that you said ain't mine? That I have to get my Section 8 rental assistance check every month to pay the rent to my landlord that I don't have. This is mine. And I'm still waiting for y'all to prove that it's not. All the stuff y'all said about me, I'm still waiting for you to prove it. And nobody, as I said, nobody has come forward to say, I know Alexyss, I've been knowing her whole life. I knew her when her name was Tia, and her mother was good to her. Her grandmother was good to her. Her family was good to her. She never got beat. She was spoiled her whole life. She had this, she had that. She got to know her father, all this shit. Nobody has ever said that about me. And nobody that knows me and that knew me when I was born, that really knows the truth, that really know me for real, will ever get out in public and tell you that I'm lying about my past. Because if they knew me as a child, they probably was one of the fucking bitches that babysat me and one of the fucking projects that my mother dropped me off in. So yeah, my so-called blood family will say a lot of fucked up shit about me. But one thing I bet you unless you paying them, and then I dare them to prove that I'm lying, none of them will ever get out and say what I said about my mother is a goddamn lie. Nothing what I said about my grandmother raising me in the projects downtown Atlanta, and all the projects I knew the names of them personally. Herner Home, Tedwood over there where the Coca-Cola building is. Right there, we would walk sometime out at the end of the motherfucking curb out there in fucking Techwood, because the Coca-Cola building, the old Coca-Cola factory was over there. I remember because I grew up seeing it with the motherfucking big Coca-Cola logo in front of the motherfucking building. The Omni, all that shit. Little Vietnam, East Lake Meadows, over there off of motherfucking Glenwood, Bankhead Coat. I know all of them, because I grew up in them. I know I don't look like a battle-hardened project bitch. I know I don't have a whole bunch of kids by Day Day, Nay Nay, and Ray Ray. But that's where I'm from. Ever to this day, out of all the lies they have told, nobody's ever told y'all that I made that up. But these other bitches that y'all will die for, lie for, ride for, the ones that was put out in public, yeah, don't fuck with Alexyss. And then they got a whole machine that trashes me. And people like me, the ones that are really real, y'all don't fuck with me and believe in me. Y'all believe in them until they hurt you or disappoint you, or you see they ain't shit and you leave their organization. That's how y'all are programmed. And back to what one of these spirits was teaching me today, because one of the things that one person said, I don't know, because I can't see their face, I can't see their name, I don't know it. You know, they always hide. And most of these, unfortunately, are females. Some of them are niggas that's with it. But a lot of these are females, I'm sad to say. Black females that then get out and they two-face. I'm so spiritual and you can believe in, like Erica Ford and all these people have these fake-ass organizations where they help the youth. But then a double back, just like my mother and my grandmother. I grew up seeing women like this. A double back and then a trash me and throw a rock and hide their hand and then say shit to this day I'm still waiting for them to fucking prove. that they can't prove, because these black women, let me tell you something, some of the most dangerous motherfuckers that you can lay down with is a black bitch, a dirty black bitch. A lot of these women are dirty that then will wrap themselves in white and put a white turban on, and I don't eat no meat and I'm spiritual, and then they'll present that image to you and y'all go for it. Why? Because it was like the Spirit was telling me this morning when somebody had said, how dare you talk about our queen? Queen of Four is our queen. You're absolutely right, bitch. The queen of darkness, goddammit. Because why? Y'all some dark-minded, lost children. You are lost, black-minded motherfuckers that don't know who you are and don't know why you here and don't have a strong sense of self, and you don't have insight from higher beings that are telling you who the fuck you are, and you can't stand on your own. Y'all are flunky following motherfuckers that look up to these bitches I just described that stole from me and steal from everybody they fucking can, and then while you stealing from them, try to cut they fucking jugular and push them under the water and drown them and destroy their character, and even get somebody close enough to them to physically kill them like you tried to do me, so nobody will ever know that you are not the truth, bitch. You are not the sacred anointed bitch that's supposed to be the only one on the earth with the knowledge of the real truth of who the fuck we are. And when I say we, I mean any spiritual person. I don't give a fuck what color you are. I don't care what ethnic group you belong to. Knowing who the true chosen are, the true light bringers and the light beings that came forth to resurrect the earth and to destroy darkness. These people y'all look at as the light that are in the public and selling a lot of books and having celebrities endorse them. Usually those are the mothers of darkness. And those are the true witches that are part of the dark side, the devil magic that are taught and are groomed to blind the people and to have the children that have blackness in their mind and don't know who the fuck they are, the ignorant motherfuckers looking for the truth because they are not the truth, and the truth is not within them, and they are not the children of God. They are the child of the father of darkness and the mothers of darkness. Anytime you look at somebody that's all over the place and the celebrities endorsing them and endorse their book and shit, this is, you better watch this motherfucker and you better find out the truth about them, because what they tell you and what the celebrities that also get paid to push them in their agenda, they usually for the same shit and they work for the same goddamn it team. And when they are endorsed and put on a pedestal in public, they are looking to enslave your mind and vampire on the weak. Anybody like me that has to be on my own and has to be by myself and stand by myself and nobody supports me and constantly try to destroy me while you are stealing from me, telling people I ain't shit and a nasty bitch and a whole ass bitch and a homeless hungry bitch. But then I find out from your students, when your students decide you ain't shit, when they really see that shit, that you done led them astray and took their fucking money, then your students are the one that come tell me, look, Alexyss, here's the download right here. Here's, listen to this right here. Here's the manuscript right here. Here's the class I took. This bitch done stole this shit from you. And I said, what? Wait a minute, why they want to support me and say that vagina power is stupid and, you know, it doesn't make any sense, it's not valid. They say, yeah, right, to trash you and have us looking at them. Here's your information. We know it's yours. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. This person got all this recognition, all these celebrities and all the stuff they teach, and I didn't listen to them. They said, but it's yours. We know now it's coming from you. I said, wait a minute, all this time they saying I'm trash, they've been stealing from me? They said, yeah, because they know who you are, but they don't want you to fucking know. They don't want nobody else to know. And they don't want you in the arena with them, and they don't want to compete with you. I said, but I've never competed with anybody. I've never stolen anything from anybody. I've even seen people make comments like that about me. You know, she stole them from about 10 people I know. And I confronted the person, again, no face, no name. I said, name the 10. Name the 10 that I stole from. Because one thing that I have been doing, even though these same people, men and women in this conscious community call me dumb, scary, and weak, one thing I have done, and you can go check the copyright office and you can confront me and you can tell everybody I'm lying. One thing I've always done since like 2005, 2006, I've always copyrighted my shit. Even back then, I was doing cassette tapes. I would send the fucking cassette tape in, and I would fill out the motherfucking copyright application by hand and go to the post office and mail it. That's one thing about me. No matter how country I talk and how dumb you motherfuckers think I am, I don't really care. That's one thing I'm not. And I own the trademark to the phrase Alexyss K. Tylor, Vagina Power, in a talk show over satellite on television. I've owned that since like 2008. I applied, I think, 2007. All this stuff is public. And I didn't get a lawyer to do it for me. I didn't pay anybody to do it for me. I sat down and I started to read. And I got rejected the first time because it was something, I think my logo or something I didn't do. And that would also be public knowledge if I'm lying, because when you look up people's trademarks, it'll tell you when the person applied for it, what their name is, their address, and whatever address they're using, and did they get it the first time, and who their lawyer was, or did they represent themselves. I did not get a lawyer. I represented myself. I got my own trademark approved by my own reading, my own study, and I sat here, and I don't care who knows it. I only have a GED. Okay? But I still have a brain. And I still have spiritual insight and knowledge. I don't care who knows that I have a GED. It doesn't matter. I don't care who knows I had a name change. I don't care. That's why I tell my own business. When people try to tell it, I'm like, no, it's not that, bitch, it's this. No, I didn't do that, but I did this. Because all these people want to trash me and make you not follow me and make you not believe in me and make you not trust me, but then undercover steal from me while they're trying to discredit me. Because that's the first part of assassination. Before you physically kill somebody, they destroy the character of the person. And that's another reason why I don't care about you coming over here. You shouldn't say this, you shouldn't say that. You don't like it, and you don't like I defend myself. And I'm like, no, that's the lie, but let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you what really happened, or what I really did, or what I did fucking do. Because you're not going to assassinate me and assassinate my character first. You're not going to physically kill me, but first kill me spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, and trash me without me defending my goddamn self. Because I know there are some people that really can see and that really can read and know that if I'm telling the truth or not, or if I'm a real motherfucker or not. With me, it's what you see. It's what you see is what you get. So I said that to say, when this person that I couldn't see their name, their face, and I saw the video, I think I saw this under the King Bond video. One of the King Bond videos, people had put it on another page. I don't care if people share my videos. I didn't know it was there until somebody sent me the link. I started looking through the comments and just, oh, don't listen to her. Don't believe her. She's such a thief. She's stolen from 10 different people I know. I said name to 10. That was about, 3 or 4 months ago. I still haven't get a response, because you'll get alerted on somebody's video if you put a comment there to the person and they respond. I would like to know the real name so I can address it in public. And I wonder why the people haven't addressed me. And then why have I gotten copyrights approved through the Copyright Office since 2005, 2006? And if you look it up and you put my name, my real name, my legal name is not Tia Wilson. My legal name in the Copyright Office, my legal name in the Trademark Office, you can look it up, because if it wasn't my legal name, since they said I'm lying, I didn't get a legal name change, then I wouldn't be able to use the name. My legal name is Alexyss K. Tylor. Alexyss Kimberly Tylor. So that is my real name. That is my legal name that I use in the third dimension. And when I deal with law, when I deal with my personal affairs, when I deal with where I live at. You can like it. You can keep saying I'm lying. You can keep saying it's not true, all you want to. But I challenge anybody right now. I'm going to stay on the live. Go to the Copyright Office. Type that name in. Type in Alexyss K. Tylor Vagina Power, since I'm such a liar. And please let me know when you find anything on me, because that's the name you're going to see. And when you see that name, you can put it in the chat and share it with everybody. Or you can say, Alexyss, you're lying. It doesn't show up. Or Alexyss, I found it. Because sometimes you have to do a search, or certain keywords or something might not come up. But type in that name. Okay? Because I have nothing to hide. And it's a shame that I have to discuss my personal life with y'all. Because you notice the people that lie on me don't discuss their personal life. Bad things that happen to them, they act like nothing ever happens to them because they're so spiritual, they're so powerful. They're God now. They're in a God state. They don't want you to know. But the people close to them really know what a fake fraud they are and what problems they have, like everybody else. But they don't want you to know, so they won't disclose it. And they have people in their circle that doesn't disclose. It's just a regular human being that piss and shit and bleed like the rest of us. But then they'll want to disclose mine. But usually what they disclose is lies. Only, about 5-10% of what they said about me is true. My son's in prison. I know that. Everybody that knows me knows that because I tell it. Why do I tell it? Because other people started telling it. His so-called friends he trusted, like Jamila, the bitch that couldn't fuck him, she had to tell it. And I told him not to tell your fucking business because when they get mad at you, they're going to use it against you. And he told it, and he saw everything that I told him, which he never wants to believe until something happens to him. So I tell it. Because it's public knowledge. Even if I don't like it, I'm still going to tell you something that I don't want to tell you. Something that hurts me. Something that bothers me. If it's already out there, I'm like, yeah, that's true. The other stuff is not true about me. Again, I am waiting. Well, I hope someone goes look in the copyright office for me to see if you see it. Because since I'm a thief, the copyright office is not going to give me all the copyrights they've given me. The trademark office will not only would they not have given me that trademark and prove that was my legal name, because they research you, they have attorneys on board that's all they do, research you, and they do your background. And they're going to have to see that's your real legal name, and what you're claiming, they're going to have to prove for themselves that what you are claiming is true and that you are the originator of it. And if they find out you're not, you could deal with federal prosecution behind that shit and you won't get your trademark and you won't get your copyrights if you're a fucking thief. And they can prove, or somebody else can come forward and say, this person's plagiarized my shit and they stole from me. And here's the proof that I wrote this, and here's my copyright that's older than theirs. And here's what they said in their book on this page. And this is what I said, and mine's older. And you see that it says what I said they stole from me. Nobody has ever come forward and told y'all that vagina power. Nobody has ever called their show, a TV show, or nothing vagina power but me. Before I did it, nobody has. And I haven't seen anybody that call their show vagina power after I've done it. But I'm a thief. And all these people that you see after I did it, everybody want to talk nasty. Everybody want to say pussy. Everybody want to say dick. To the point now, it really doesn't have the same impact and the value and the shock value. Because everybody tried to be me and copy off of me. But I'm the thief. No, I'm the originator. So these people will trash you before they destroy you. Because there's so many people that are dark in the mind, lost, don't know who they are, what they are, looking for a leader, looking for an answer. So those people that, especially, don't let no celebrities be around, because they want to be accepted by celebrities and they want to be a star. And if they can't be a star, they want to hitch their wagon to a star, somebody that they say is a star, and be connected to you. Not gonna answer to that. And say they know you or be in photographs with you and have you mention their name. And be stupid than a motherfucker. So they will then help them destroy you for nothing. So they can get the credit, they can get the street rep, even if they go to jail, they'll go to jail famous. Oh, I went over there and did something. I hit Alexyss Tylor in the face. Because she was talking about my queen and our queen and this celebrity and that celebrity, and I have to take up for them. They'll do it for just to be on a picture with them eating some tofu and some goddamn it bean sprout and bean curd. Or fucking either her son or somebody around or somebody they know, and to be acknowledged at a fucking event. They'll do something to you for something that little or nothing at all, just to be in the person's presence. They'll do something to you for that. Because, yeah, you got rid of our enemy. Yeah, you showed that bitch. The bitch was talking. You went over there and please bust me in my mouth. You may do it. I'm not saying you can't. But see, you don't know the outcome of that. You think you know because they done told you that it was something you could just do and walk away and get away with it. So I'm not saying that you can't actually do it. But will you get away with the shit? See, that's another thing. Will you get away with the shit? And will you be the one walking away laughing that you did that to me? And this is another thing that gets me. How disrespectful chronologically younger women, I'm not gonna call you young because you're not like 17, you're not 25. Some of y'all might be that are doing this, but these are older women that are doing this to me. It's like you, and then some of the ones are not, some of them are, I see now, are older than me. 60 years old, 65 and 70-year-old motherfucking bitches is doing this shit. Your leader is 70 years old, or maybe older. She said she's 70, but y'all doing this for somebody that's like a senior citizen. Goddamn it, they supposed to get their senior citizen discount and shit. Y'all doing this for them, and then y'all are like, some of y'all in y'all 20s, but y'all in y'all 30s, y'all in y'all 40s, and y'all are attacking me and wanting to jump on somebody that's chronologically older than you. If you say the person is old, they can't walk, they can't stand up, they poor, they hungry, they homeless, besides the Section 8 voucher, they can't take it themselves, why would you want to jump on a cripple? Instead of you fighting somebody your own age or younger than you, it's really pathetic that these women do not respect women that are older than them. You want to jump on somebody that you say is physically impaired, that's retarded and slow and hungry and broke and hop around on a walker and said I was in a wheelchair. And you want to jump on someone that cannot physically defend themselves against you. That's like these women, these younger women that go get a job in an old folks home and then jump on the women in there. Jump on the older women and then have one of their friends film it and then release it in the media, because you've seen women do this. You're working at a job with minimum wage. You don't want to be there, but you took that job so you can jump on older women in there that can't fight you, that are physically weaker than you, that got dementia and Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, and jump on men that in their damn TTing and PPing on themselves with a damn adult pamper ballooned up in the back like they got a fat ass. You want to jump on people like that? Gray hair motherfuckers with tobacco on their teeth or no teeth in there and steal their dentures out they goddamn it Cool Whip cup and whoop their ass when them people can't stand up to defend themselves and in there shitting on themselves and can't even wheelchair themselves to the goddamn toilet. Like, what kind of shit, that says something about this younger generation that have been taught not to respect their elders and not to respect their own mothers. Hell, a lot of them don't even respect their own mothers and fathers. So anybody that's female can get it. But a fucking older female that cannot stand up for themselves, y'all like to jump on them? Thank you, Angelic One. And I know a lot of y'all older women know what I'm talking about. If it would behoove you, they call you an old bitch, it would behoove you bitches to have some strength in your fucking body and to learn to defend yourself, bitch, because these younger women, chronologically younger, but stupid as a motherfucker, and ain't got no kind of sense. And we see they disrespect each other and fight each other their own age. But instead of you sticking to that, you want to pick someone that you say talk too much, but so I got a strong mouth, but a goddamn handicapped body, and you want to come and take advantage of my body. You said, somebody said, I spit on my hand and rubbed me down, grabbed my fucking wheelchair wheel like a bike and rolled the bike around, and I rolled the wheelchair around, goddammit, and I rolled it out there. I guess they supposed to, but you seen my porch, but it's just a regular porch. But I guess I'm supposed to have a handicap ramp out there, goddammit, because y'all said that I rub my hand together, or do I put some of that 40, that MD40, or what that grease is? I got that straw and I spray. I skeet it on the wheel, and lubricate the goddamn handicap wheel or the wheelchair wheel, and open the door and roll it down a goddamn ramp outside on the sidewalk. That's what y'all said. I ain't never seen it out there. Y'all seen me out there with Shan the other day walking, goddammit. Walking. So I guess them is what them prosthetic leg, that a bionic leg. They done put a machine and stuff in there. I hooked that on and pulled that up like I'm pulling some drawers up. Hooked them leg on that. That's how I was walking out there and shaking my ass last week. Guess I mean, but y'all want to jump on. And I'm telling you, these younger bitches will do it. I'm telling you, I believe in them now. I believe in them, goddammit. I don't hide. Believe these bitches when they tell you something. Them bitches will whoop your ass now if they can fucking do it. They'll team up and do the shit. You think I doubt these bitches? I believe in these bitches, baby. I got all kind of faith in them, bitch. Huh? Don't, cause they some dirty backstabbing bitches. Go and jump on an old lady. Huh? Excuse me, somebody, they said gray. They like to jump on gray-haired bitches. They like to jump on silver foxes. Huh? They go up there in the fucking Chinese store. They like to jump on them bitches. They go to the Chinese store. They get them little old ladies. They get them pin curl and get that purple shampoo to highlight they gray, them silver foxes, goddammit. That's what they said I am, goddammit. And then got mad when they said, take off the wig, bitch, you gray-haired bitch with that crooked wig and that stiff wig. You know what I have always told y'all, I don't care about y'all laughing at the wig, because you know I don't know how to put no goddamn wig on, because I never had to wear no motherfucking wig until my hair came out with that infection and the mold and shit in here, that nigga from D Health Store. Before that, I never had to wear one. We never got relaxers as children, because I never needed one. So when they were saying that, take it off and the wig is funny, it's funny to me, bitch. I did the best I can to just slide it down, cause I wasn't finna braid my hair. I got that kind of hair, I can't braid it. If I braid it tight, it'll pull it out. So I couldn't braid it. I just set it up there. I wasn't finna put no glue around the side of my head and all that. I knew what I had up under the hood. I knew what kind of hair I had. When these chronologically younger women in their 30s and their 40s making fun of the wig and telling me to take the wig off. And this is not talking to you. You're a lying bitch. You're an old bitch. You're a hag. You're a nappy head, gray head bitch with a stiff wig on. And then I took it off and y'all wanted me to put it back on because you didn't like what you saw. You didn't like what you saw, younger bitch. You're not young, so I ain't gonna call you young because, like I said, you're not 17. Y'all not 21. A lot of y'all is middle age laughing at me. Y'all almost 40 years old. Or y'all already in your goddamn 40s, so you headed towards it. And you begged me to take it off while you're cracking the jokes and emailing me with the laughing emojis, but you were laughing about something that you don't understand. Something that you don't know about some of us chronologically older women. You assumed that I had a hair type, a hair texture. You assumed I was a nappy head bitch. I don't know where you got it from. And you assumed that I was a gray head bitch. And then when I pulled the wig off that I didn't know how to glue down, that I'm still not going to glue on my head, and I'm not going to braid my hair. I don't have a hair type for that. And then I slid it off, and you saw that it was wet and wavy, and you got mad. Oh, I'm sorry. And that it's still black. It's black on black. And you couldn't take it. So now you want to say somebody's a cripple? I have all these old emails. We're going to snatch your wig off and then bust you in the face and pull your hair out. To somebody chronologically older. Y'all, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that is listening to this or that will listen to this that has had a younger chronologically woman threaten them. Thank you, Adam McCartney. Yeah, put it back on. But you were laughing because you said you knew what was underneath it because y'all went back and got a background on me and got my birthday. So you assume because of my birthday that I had to look like that. And I don't know where the nappy head shit came from because I ain't never been a nappy head bitch. But I grew up with women. I saw them as children having patches of gray hair in their head. So you can't pinpoint that either based on somebody's chronological age. I've seen women as children like 10 years old had patches of gray and it was hereditary, or be in their 20s and have gray, because that's usually brought on too by stress and a poor diet. It's not brought on, and DNA. What's turned on and off in the DNA? Genetics. It's not based on a chronological age. If it's based on a chronological age, it's also tied to the genetics, because if you look at your family background, if you start grading at a certain age, if you look at your mother, your father, other relatives on either side, you will notice at a certain age, all of them will start to grade because that gene, not because of your chronological age, just because of it, but because of it tied to a group of genetics. I've also noticed that because when I look at the women in my family, they were like in their 30s and their 40s and even their 50s, and they had very little graying. And if they had some, it was usually they also had a very stressful life or children that give them hell or the blues, or a man, or they were abusing alcohol or abusing drugs or had a really bad diet. Other than that, and they were not wrinkled. Even my grandmother, before she physically died, and the last time I saw her, which was in 2019, a month before this happened to Nipsey, I started doing the Nipsey readings. My grandmother, even in her 80s, had no wrinkles. She was not eating and she was stressed, and I didn't know she was full of cancer at the time. So she had lost a lot of weight, so her skin was hanging a little bit, but that was because she was always a fat woman, a very tall and a very fat woman. She's always very big. So she never, usually fat women usually don't wrinkle because they have all that fat underneath to fill the outside skin in and a lot of fluid in the tissues. But when she lost weight so rapidly like that, it was just her body was hanging because of the rapid weight loss so fast, and she was so big. And it just, other than that, the skin all over this woman's body in her 80s. My grandmother had a smooth body, had a big booty, still big legs with no fucking wrinkles. Nowhere on her body. It didn't look like an old woman's body. Other than, like I said, when she got really sick, everything started to drop because she had rapid weight loss. The cancer was eating her up from the inside out. And my grandmother's never been a skinny woman. If you look at your background of the women and how they age or how they don't age, it will tell you a lot about how you're going to age or how you're not going to age. But you have to follow certain patterns. But that's another show that I learned about. I went through so much stress. That's not what I wanted. So I understood about epigenetics. And what your answer, and like I said, I created a whole line of products for you. The ones that wanted to stop the aging, to stop the hair loss, because my hair no longer falls out and I no longer have the female pattern baldness. And I also saw that pattern in certain women in my life, so I studied their background, certain women in my family. And I know, and then I saw women who did not in my family. And those are also related to epigenetics. What cells are programmed to do and what they're not programmed to do. Okay. So going back to what I said, the children of darkness, the mothers of darkness, those are the ones, when you see them in the media, those are the ones will always have a group of dummies, flunkies, weak motherfuckers who only feel strong because they are part of a group. They're part of a secret society. And those people on the top, because I used to see my mother do it. Go harass her, go to her job, tell that bitch you'll jump on her because of what the bitch said about me and what the bitch did. Hell, we're going to be all in the group. They want approval from the leader. That's usually a supreme narcissist and a bully that has weak people around her that she controls, manipulates, and the men will get in line, the bitches will get in line when they want to be a part of a group, and they'll know this shit is dirty that they doing. It's usually some bully shit from like elementary school, and usually the leader has a mental problem and an emotional problem and things they haven't resolved, and secret inferiority complexes that they'll mask with a superiority complexes. Everybody's around them a fucking follower and a weak and cannot stand on their own, cannot stand by themselves. They have to be a member of the goddamn group, and I'm not a member of no group, and I'm not a member of a secret society because I knew what that meant. You want to hush me like my mother tried to do. You want to silence me. You want to take my power, and you want me to be on that pimps up, hoes down mentality. And of course, I'm the hoe and you're the pimp. And no matter what false conclusion people think about me being weak and not hard by the outer, but I'm gonna do this to you, I'm gonna do that to you, I don't care, because I know that I'm not a follower and I'm not a weak bitch and I'm not a punk. But there's nobody that could survive the stuff I've survived and the hellish life I've had and be weak or survive like me and not be a drug addict, a prostitute, or alcoholic. and be fucked up and sick because of their lifestyle, because they try to destroy themselves, because they feel like they're nothing. Usually they're survived. They live with some type of addictions and self-hatred. And every day I work through my shit. I don't blame my mother. I don't blame the circumstances of my life, even though they were very, very bad. I look at those things and I understand that's the cause of certain situations in my life. But at the same time, you do not have power over me. And my situations, I'm not going to give them power over me. What I'm responsible for is how I see that shit and how I respond to that shit and what am I going to do about it. And I choose to use my life as a lesson. Like I said, I don't like telling y'all my personal business. But because people have either put it out that were close to me or that knew my son, but then they twisted and add a little bit of truth and then a whole bunch of lies to try to discredit me, I'm then forced to address these things because I want the people that know. And a lot of people say, Alexyss, it's not even necessary. I don't care what they say about you. I still fuck with you. Yeah, but for the people that doubt and the people that don't know, and the people that are just coming across me because you heard the fucked up shit about me, or the new people that will meet me in the future, I'm still going to tell you my story. Not her story, not his story that you heard. And usually people that are saying it never met me. You don't know me. You never had sex with me. You don't even know nobody that was fucking me. But you will say that you do. This is for the ones that may want to get an invitation and want to have the drip of spirits, want to know who is Alexyss K. Tylor, Vagina Power. Start to listen, but you already have these lies and these misconstrued conceptions in your head about who you are listening to or who I'm not or who I am or what you think I am based on rumors of somebody you believe in, that you looked up to, that told you that shit about me, that did not have to prove it because you believe in them, as if they are not a human with flaws. I am going to speak my truth while I'm here, whether people accept it or not, whether they listen to it or not, whether they believe it or not. Because just like that spirit told me this morning, you are dealing with people that will never see the truth about who you are because they've already chosen before they were born who their leader is. And it's usually a leader that misguides them, that is a mother of darkness, and that is a father of darkness. And they were born to be a member, to be a follower, to be a flunky of that particular group, and there's nothing you can do to change it. The only thing you can do is to protect yourself, stand on all 10, and defend who you are and your philosophy and what you're about and what you're not about. That's all you can do is set that record straight, and I would never tell a bitch. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. Any woman that comes to me that's been done like I have, and she was my student to come to me for private counsel, I don't care what y'all say. I would never tell another woman that has been done like me to sit there and be quiet and let the Lord fight your battles and Jesus gonna fix it. I would never tell a woman to be victimized and voluntarily let people publicly misalign you and destroy your character, and you do not defend yourself. I don't see the honor in that anymore. I don't see the justice in that. There's injustice in that. And somebody is tipping the scales in their favor and tipping it against you so that you will lose by putting out a false narrative on you that is very destructive, and you don't defend yourself. Not defend yourself to them. Because usually these people that say that, they're not going to confront you. And if you try to confront them, they're not going to sit down with you because they already know they're a fucking cocksucking liar. A lying bulldog, a pussy-eating bitch. A dyke-ass, fake-ass, lying-ass bitch. They are not going to confront you. And if they'll get other people to jump you because they've told so many lies on you and the person believes their leader, they like under that drink the Kool-Aid Jim Jones kind of shit. They'll put them up and the person will jump on you based on a lie they heard, based on a rumor that they heard, to create conflict and chaos in your life, or to make you run, or to make you scary, or to make your nerves bad. Keep conflict in your life and keep you defending yourself. See, I'm not defending myself to a liar because you already know it's a lie when you told it. I am speaking to whoever's listening. I'm speaking out in the universe. People are, oh, you just addressing the hater. I'm not addressing the hater. This is not for a hater because you already know you was a hater and you already know you was lying when you fucking said it. That's why you come with no receipts. Because most people that are dark in the mind and that's a follower, they don't need a receipt. Well, you know what? I never liked the bitch anyway. You know, somebody, Alexyss, that I know never sat right with me. Thank you for saying this right here, because you just confirmed what I said. Okay, with no receipts though. Just because you don't like me. See, that's what y'all have to accept. It's some people, no matter how good you are, they're going to still look at you and find some bad shit that ain't even there because it's there in their mind because of whatever they dealt with or whatever they didn't deal with. And they just don't fucking like you. They don't like the way you look. They don't like the way you dress. They don't like the way you talk. Y'all just going to have to accept that. But still, would I sit and ever tell a woman, whether you are a young woman starting off on this journey and you done been through what I've been through, whether you're middle-aged or whether you're older, I would never tell a woman that's breathing and that is a powerful woman, but you don't quite know it, and the person that's attacking you might be already more powerful than you as far as connections in the physical world and people embracing them because they done sold out, and it's a false power that they really don't have. They have it because a certain group is promoting them and they're part of the machine that advertises them. They don't know who they are. I would never tell a woman to bow in your power. I would tell you to embrace your power. And even if you are nervous, to stand anyway. If you are scared, do not run, fight. Now, maybe you have to double back and retreat, goddammit, and regroup and assess and get your shit together. But to run and to hide and to never address is weakness to me. I see at the Alexyss K. Tylor Vagina Power Academy, we don't deal with weakness and we don't deal with failure. You might fail at certain times. Regroup and get your stinking ass up, bitch. Wash your ass, pull the drawers out your ass, bitch, and be about something. Regroup. Study the art of war and come back. But run and be scary and be a coward because they think that about you or they say that about you. You can't be around me and you can't be a part of my class because I hate a fucking loser. Now, yes, we've lost at things. Because it's probably some knowledge you didn't know, or the spirits could have deliberately let you get your ass kicked and let you lose because where you were going that you thought you belonged, that you need to go, maybe they knew you had no fucking business in there. Or you need to make your success or your money another way with another group that's not for you. So the more you try, the more they're going to slam your head or let them motherfuckers in that group slam your head against a wall or let you see how the motherfuckers really are to let you know you don't want to be in there. You don't need to be a part of that group. That's not the only way for you to have success or fame or fortune or whatever, because these people in the group are already showing you they are threatened of you and they are afraid of you and they want to destroy you before they compete with you because they cannot stand face to face and toe to toe with you. So sometimes when things look like failures, they are your ancestors protecting you and letting you bump your head so that you will not be one of the childs of darkness, the children of darkness, that your mind will open up and say, wait a minute, this motherfucker ain't what I thought. This situation ain't what I thought. And the whole entire world, as big as this world is, this couldn't be the only way for me to go. And my mind has to expand by getting bust in it, knocked upside the head and getting your ass whooped several times. Sometimes for you to see this and be like, you know what? This is never going to open up for me. It's not that I'm not supposed to have this, but these are not the motherfuckers I need to be fucking with. I need to go in a whole nother motherfucking direction, or I need to stand up for myself. Realize the other direction I need to go in is for me. And stand up and create my own organizations, my own nonprofits, or create my own group of supporters, because these ain't gonna support me because they with this mother darkness shit and they dark and they believe that this is the answer, this is the king, this is the queen, and this is the person that is going to take them down. This is the person that's going to destroy them because they are children of the darkness. They have a mind that's dark. They can't tell you where to go because they following this motherfucker over here. And this motherfucker is only going to lead them down a direction to make you get on your knees and let me pimp you and suck my dick to get your money out your motherfucking pocket. If it's not to benefit them and make them a slave, they're not going to have any use for you. They're not going to open your eyes like I would. It wouldn't benefit them to open your motherfucking eyes. But then again, bitch, you're a child of darkness. So you weren't bought here to have the light in your mind because your mind is too dark and it's too recessed and too retarded. You're not born for that. You're not a part. You're the child of a lesser God. You're not born already a child of the light with illuminated consciousness that needs to be led to yourself and led to people that are going to support you and help you grow. You are born for that. You were born to be an idiot and to be a flunky and sick you on different motherfuckers that they are afraid of and they're intimidated by because you the truth and you get the knowledge not out of nobody's book. You get it out of the book of your motherfucking DNA. And it's downloaded to you in the ancestors that and the masters that come, master teachers that speak to you outside the body, laying in your motherfucking bed in your house, goddammit. Laying in a tent. Goddamn, you decide you want to hike out to the mountains and shit. They speak to you like that. You don't need a physical person, only maybe to assist you in creating that world in the physical, but you already got it. You are not one of them. And y'all better accept that if you got certain enemies, I don't care if it's your fucking mammy. Sometimes your mammy is a child of darkness or a mother of darkness. She's going to destroy you. She's going to do everything she can to make you destroy yourself and tell you you're not nothing and lead you astray. Why? Because you even though you came out of this bitch, you are not of this bitch. An angelic light child can come out of the mother of a demon. Huh? Just like Satan, the so-called devil, was an angel and still is an angel of light, so beautiful and a singer and a master of music. And he still is, but he is also an angel of light that he uses many times to deceive, to draw you in. The father of illumination and light, Illuminati, but also the father of darkness. The duality, which is also what you are, the bride and the mother, the virgin and the whore. Huh? Lucifer and Lilith. Whether you like it or not, you are both. It just depends on which one you are more genetically inclined to be drawn to, which side of yourself. Huh? You are the Gemini. See, I went in the direction I didn't want to go in this morning. There's some things I didn't want to say. But it might be something, I knew it was something I needed to hear, I need to think about, because you know, somebody sent me one of my videos I forgot about on Instagram the other day where I had my birth mother in the video and I was talking about valuing your pussy and protecting it and deciding who go in it and who don't go in it. And I said, well, I don't even remember when I said that in 2006, but I needed to hear that. And I'll listen to all of my old shows and my messages, what a lot of people don't know. Those shows were made for me. And people got mad at me when I said it as if I'm talking to you, but all you have to do is turn the fucking dial, bitch. You don't have to listen to it because you're taking it personally as if it's about you, and many times it's about you, but if you being you makes you mad at me because I can see you, then maybe you need to stop doing what the fuck you doing, because just like Sukiyana and these other bitches say, I'm proud to eat booty. I'm proud to fart a nigga face and let a nigga skeet in my mouth. That's just what I like to do. You can't shame her because she's embraced her inner whore. They get waist in her mouth, waist in her butt. You know, she just being herself. Like Nip said, that's what hoes do. So you have decided to be your lowest, which also made you feel like your highest because they made you a fake star in their world until they get tired of you and replace you with the next 20-year-old or 25-year-old or whatever that well, they booty, they ain't seen it yet, or the niggas was shit. I want her to eat my booty. I done had Sukiyana and eat it, and now done these other hoes out here in sexy red or dirty red, whatever the fuck you. So I'm tired of them, I'm tired of them eating out my butt because, I done had that experience. It ain't exciting no more. A lot of men are fickle like that, and they basically deal with what's emotional for them, and they infatuated with at the time. So I want this other new bitch to eat my booty. I want Ice Spice to shake her ass, and cause I think she built up better. She got a fatter ass, and I want to see what that mouth do in my booty. I want to see what this other porn star and this OnlyFans star that now be rapping and also sucking dick and doing threesome and shit. I want to know how her lip feel vibrating around my booty. See, cause I don't had the other ones. That's how niggas is. We done seen that one strip a whole bunch of times. I want some new ass to come in here, goddamn. I want somebody new shaking my head I ain't seen. Bring that 17-year-old bitch in here. Bring that 18-year-old bitch that's barely legal that y'all got up here rapping on the mic. I want her to suck on the microphone on my ass. I want to see how what that mouth do and can she really rap like that, goddamn it. So go on to get the next. That's what it's gonna be. Watch and see. Women like that's in that industry, especially ones that are considered nigga bitches, they got a short shelf life on them. They got short left because it's all about their butt. They fake booty, they fake titties, they fake teeth, they fake eyes, they fake nose, there's the shots, the lip shots, and the illusion, the doll. And now anybody and their mama could be a doll. Basically a blow up doll while they experiment with these robots. A lot of men is fucking robots. They can get that to look like anybody that they want it to look like. A lot of men don't even engage. A lot of these black men is sick out here. They don't even engage human women. Many of them is fucking a robot that look like Pam Anderson or goddamn it, somebody, or Marilyn Monroe. You be surprised. They don't even like themselves. They don't even like they look like. So they got a robot that look totally like a whole nother race, a whole other group that they be putting their dick in them and then getting some soap and water and douching them out and where they done came in the fake child with they fake box and eating their fake box and got their mouth around them and put them on their knees where they sucking them off and they can suck off better than a human because their mouth don't get tired and they got it rotating and got heat in it and got it to warm up or to speed up, to slow down and to really get the nigga off, get his shit off. And this nigga in his mind actually see this as a real human being, goddammit. And all y'all black women, I just so in love with the black man and the black man is God and I just want me a black man so bad and I'm just going to keep on holding out. And they got their education, they got all their money, they got their houses, their cars, their careers. And some of these women is hitting 40 and hitting 50 and ain't never had no baby. And they still holding on thinking these niggas gonna come and save them. More power to you, baby. I understand you don't want to date out your race. You don't want no white man. You don't want no Mexican man. You don't want no Italian. You still is ride or die for these niggas that's either with a white woman or Mexican or some other race of woman or damn they fucking a Mexican lady brother and shit and over here sucking his dick and they fucking these humanoid like robots. Y'all just or they in jail and scared to come out of jail, goddamn, because they've been what then just like that rapper, you know, in a way I kind of feel sorry for him. The one that's with Birdman. Brrr, happened to that boy. See, I already know what happened to that boy. You ain't got to ask me what happened to that boy, cause I believe that was happening to that boy on the Birdman before that boy went in jail like that. What was it, BG, the hot boy? Goddamn, oh, he's a hot boy, a hot girl too. So that made me wonder, was you getting tasted off in the ass before you went in there? You see what I'm saying? BG, you know, now I wonder what that stands for. Big and good booty, big and good dick. I mean, cause it seemed like you've been having your hot girl summer, like, you know, before you went off in there, goddamn it. I mean, I look in his eyes. Him, her eyes, Shem. I look in its eyes, goddamn it, and all I see is a lot of pain. That's what I see, pain. And then he come out here with that electric red, that fire red ass braid on. Like, did he have some? Maybe somebody might have did a picture like that. He might just have some black. He got some pretty hair. You know, he had the long braids. I don't know. Yeah, big booty goody. You know what? Y'all better not come over here with this. Somebody just said that BG mean big goody booty or big goody. Look, don't y'all stop. So it should be BGB. That's the undercover term for the shit. I mean, oh, y'all coming here with this bullshit. So this man bootylicious. That's what you saying. See, I mean, that tell me that what was y'all being up under him, and the music was hot back then. We loved the music. Now I wonder what the fuck was going on with y'all, because y'all were little boys 11 years ago, 12 years ago. What was Birdman doing with y'all, or was y'all around on that heroin and on that powder? Was y'all his hot boy and hot girl? Was y'all on the block and spinning the block and doing all kind of shit for him and with him? But then at that same time, was y'all spinning that booty? I mean, goody goody. Just like that man. What that man was that was always like that singer, when he was on dope real bad, they had got that man sprung out and had all them wives, because Vivica Fox played one of his wives in the movie. You wanna know why they say I'm so fly? Booty booty, goody goody. See, that's like what his name was? Frankie Lima. Saying that goody goody. You see what I'm saying? That we got that good. And now I can't help but wonder, damn, was other when they was y'all was saying hot boy, it was another undercover meaning to hot boy? Like, was all y'all Lil Wayne and all y'all? I mean, what kind of hot boys was y'all? Because I look at a lot of them now, and you don't see them really going nowhere. And I don't know why Birdman ain't producing them. And yeah, that Bomb said he did a song too called Goody Goody. God damn it. So I'm really wondering that. I mean, now that I see all of them, the time that went by, and I look at Lil Wayne and I see how he looking and what he done been through and on that lean and on drugs, it make me wonder. All them people's on drugs. Most of them people in that industry on some type of drug you don't know about. Us, you can't tell. And some of they on psych meds and mood stabilizers and mood enhancers and shit and lean and powder, or going to a doctor getting shot up and weight loss pills and all this shit and surgeries, and because these people are miserable and they curse. They got demons on them for things they were doing when they were young, or turned out when they were young, male and female. That makes me really wonder now. All y'all as young kids was sexualized in some type of way, and usually your handler is your producer, your manager. Like, he was producing all of them, and it was great music. So he's a very talented producer, and he was very talented young men writing, and the music they done and the way they performed. But what else was y'all performing? Because if you see, it's an old video with Birdman and got Juvenile, and these, I don't know if Lil Wayne was up there. They were young back then, and it was a concert. A whole bunch of people was around him, and he had some women on stage, and then he told some men's, Birdman told the men's to come up there, and he was like, what? I fuck with niggas too. I fuck with niggas too. And I'm looking at Juvenile and the other ones up there. I'm not sure. I think BG was up there at the time. And none of them said nothing. When Birdman said that he fought, and I always wonder what the fuck you mean, nigga, like you fuck with me. You know, I'm wondering what the fuck you mean. You see, Rico, he said that shit. You can see the video if you can find on YouTube. He said it hard. On that, I fuck with niggas too. I fuck with them too. Niggas come up on the stage, and I was like, oh my goodness. Oh boy, I guess he letting these young boys know, you want to get a contract, I'll let your boy. What you said, Jay, Birdman been out the closet when he kissed. You know what? That always bothered me too. When I saw him kissing Lil Wayne in the mouth, and it was an old BET show, they kissed in the mouth up there on TV, and I said, oh my God. He done turned this little boy out. And I guess that, and, you know, that was his daddy. See, and they, you know, he let everybody know that was his favorite girl right there. Lil Wayne was bootylicious to him because that's the one he spoiled the most in public, and that's the only one we seen he kiss in the mouth, make him kiss him in the mouth. See, that was for the elite right there to let them know that, look, y'all done gave me this money, gave me these islands, and let me produce and do what I want to know. I know I had to fuck y'all to get these deals, and now I'm showing y'all that to bring these boys in to get a deal, I'm fucking all these little boys. See, I'm getting my shit off with these little boys. He's a predator. I mean, that's how it looked to a lot of us when we saw that. And if you look at these men now, most of these men cannot function in a relationship with a woman, a serious, long-term, monogamous, committed relationship with a woman. They have to do something else, or group sex, or just like that girl from Danity Kane said that was up under Puff Daddy. She said she go to them sex parties in LA, and that most of them actors ain't what you think. Most of them actresses ain't what you think. So she get turned on in there and had a vibrator in there. You see men fucking women until the woman get up and say it got a long dick on it, that it's really a fucking nigga, man, in disguise. And this is what these top Hollywood peoples do. So I just want to say that I'm sorry I went off in another direction, goddamn it. But I remember what I was saying before I went off. I was talking to y'all about these people being children of darkness, and they are born to be members, flunkies of a certain club to do these things they do. Like you seen them gang stalking me, and they've been gang stalking me for years. Some of y'all people just coming around thinking that this just started with a fool and her clique. It did not. They've been trying to steal from me and harassing me and lying on me, trying to destroy my character. Now I have an ID on it. Because I wondered who was doing this and who was telling these lies. It's been the same lies since 2006 and 2007. Then when I wouldn't go in the clique, they were sending different bitches at me, different niggas at me, in her clique. See, what a lot of y'all don't realize in her clique, and it's not just her clique, it's all these celebrities. Most of them are bisexuals or straight up lesbians, like dykes, like hardcore. They're not lipstick lesbians. A lot of them is bulldogger lesbian, look like real hard leg ass niggas, real old pimp ass niggas, just like Erica Ford. She look like a hard ass nigga to me. That's a bulldogger right there. That's not a lesbian. She looked just like one, and the rumor is she's a fool's other nigga, other woman, a lover. I don't know if it's true. That's just the word on the street. It's been a word on the street for years that she's a bulldogger. And when I ain't never seen the bitch, I know she exists, but now I see that's her sister. She looks just like a straight up fucking man. Like she wear them old plat. You know what? She might have been that nigga demon I told you that came in the other night that tried to kill me. Because she them same platform shoes that Huggy Bear and all them wearing them same flower shirts and shit, and them stinking looking doodle brown bell bottom pants with the buckle around them. That was probably her. That same fucking afro. Now I just put it together. Goddamn. That might have been her coming here, tried to take my life in my damn sleep. Now that I really think about that shit and look back at that shit, she looked just like that fucking nigga. That nigga demon. That probably wasn't even no goddamn demon. She the demon. Goddamn. She know how to shape shift and come in the astral and try to kill people in the dark. Goddamn it. Angelic, all y'all, I believe that, but I got it wrong. That's probably her, because they've been telling me, how they've been saying they want to kill me anyway. That's probably. I'm sorry. Whatever demon I lied. I thought that's a nigga in disguise. Goddamn, I done put it together. Just that quick saying this shit here. That's her brother. I don't look, cause it didn't have no titties on it. It had a dick on it. It was like a hermaphrodite. Goddamn it. She might be a hermaphrodite in the spirit. I ain't see no husband. I ain't see no children. Somebody that goddamn old and ain't got not one child, and you don't never see him with no nigga. Maybe that's what the fuck you is, a bulldogger. Or hermaphrodite. She probably got a pussy inside, like she might be intersex. Intersect, pussy inside, and a dick hanging down. Because she came in here and it looked like her, goddamn it. See, I don't think y'all don't help me put this shit together in the spirit. And I'm talking this shit and I'm thinking about them hermaphrodite and shit, and that girl from Danny the Kane done confirmed this damn shit here. That's why she's so mannish like that and talk like that. She talks soft on her videos, inspiring these little girls. Now, oh shit, see, that's what she inspiring them for. Pussy and dick. Cause see, that's one of the mothers of dark, or the niggas of darkness. That's what the fuck this is, right? We dealing with. Good morning, baby. Grand Rising, they say. That's what I'm dealing with, because they sent some halfway bulldoggers at me. When I was hanging around, Alexyss, don't you want to go to lunch? And, you need to let me take you to dinner. One I'm going to say to me, I was really having and I ain't even bring this up. We were just on the phone talking. And I knew she was part of Queen of Fools clique, because when I spoke with her in 2009, down here in Atlanta, the girl was in there carrying her bags and shit. And before then, she kept trying, we need to hang out. I can teach her some things. She did with the celebrities and shit and cook for them. I was really trying to, this was out of the blue. We on the phone, this is out of the blue. I really just needed to come the other day, and I just couldn't come. And, this nigga I was with and I was trying to fuck, I really couldn't have no orgasm with him. So, I call my best girlfriend over here to eat my pussy out and finger me in the pussy. And you know what? My mouth dropped. I'm just holding the phone. I couldn't even say nothing. My eyes bugged. My mouth dropped. I didn't know she was like that. I kind of sensed it a little bit, but I didn't really know she was like that. And then, I had my girlfriend to come over here to I know she really could eat my pussy like a real nigga. Like a nigga really couldn't eat my pussy. I know she know my body better than the nigga I was fucking, and she know how to go up in my G spot, and she really made me come like I needed to come. And then within the same breath, so Alexyss, when you gonna let me take you out? And then I said, you know what? I'm not never, because I'm so tied up and I'm always working that I ain't gonna be able to buck your eyes. Buck your eyes. I ain't gonna be why? Because I just be so busy. I be so busy, in the evening time and stuff. My son be in school. I ain't got time to. That'll be nice. Thank you though, but I never, because. And I started wondering. I said, Queen of Fool must have sick this bitch on me to do this right here. To probably think that she could bring in a freaking shit out of me, because this is one of her main flunkies right here that do anything she say. So you're not gonna be talking to me unless she give you permission to talk to me. So y'all, and then or it was a nigga or her son and all, and I'm just like, damn. So I guess y'all testing me like to see where my boundaries are, or by the time y'all finish fucking me, I'm fucking men and women. Goddamn, I ain't got no goddamn boundaries fucking with y'all. See, in that camp is some bulldaggers over there, or there'll be bulldaggers for pay, gay for pay, or faggots for pay, or gay to get your approval and your sisters to hang around. I'm gonna sick you on her, because I want her in, and I know the bitch like pussy on the low, not pussy on the low, as I said out here. But see, she just shy. She's shy. See, she don't really wanna. She don't know how to come about it, or she ain't gonna say nothing to you. So I need you to get the bitch in a certain goddamn position to get the bitch relaxed. Take her to dinner and give her some shit to drink, but then put some shit in the bitch drink. The bitch, next thing y'all over there fucking and sucking. Then you call Bernard over there that got that big old 10-inch dick that, a gigolo and shit you like. And then we bring that dyke over there. This bitch laying there in the butt, she don't know, because the bitch is on something. Or the bitch is on a knockout drug. So then the bitch get up. Oh, Alexyss, you wake up, I'm sober, day or so go by. This is what they do. Day or so go by. So you gonna go on that tour where the fool was talking about, and you ain't gonna take no money for it, and you ain't gonna get paid. You gonna let her get paid, and you gonna write that book, and you gonna co-write that book like shit. I ain't doing it. Look, I done told y'all I wasn't doing that. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know her. I gotta get to know her and all that shit. See, that would have changed. That would have all goddamn it changed. Oh, I was talking all that shit. Oh, fuck, I ain't now look. And then next time, you know what? Alexyss, it was a tape I wanted to show you, but I ain't showed it to you yet. But it had slipped my mind. But now, if something came to it, give me an email. I could drop this in your box, drop it in your inbox for you to watch this tape. See what I'm saying? Next. Yeah, Big Ma. Yeah. I would have got that tape. Okay, that's okay. We can get together to watch. You can come over. I want to show it to you. Now I'm busy. I don't want to come. Oh, well, that's all right then. Let me hit your inbox. Okay, I'm going to send you the link to the Dropbox. I want you to watch it. I'll stay on the phone with you. Oh, no, okay. I'm sitting there. Like I said, it's like, oh, cat got your tongue? Cat got your tongue, Alexyss? What about, so a minute ago, what you wasn't going to do, what you wasn't going to say, what you wasn't going to go for, you ain't going to sign this, you ain't going to sign your rights, what you were saying about that, continue. Go on, pimp. Go on, pimp. Go on, what you were saying. Now, look, now, we can work. Now, we're going to work a goddamn thing out, bitch. Alexyss, look, what is you going to, I'm finna, she'll be contacting you this evening to have her goddamn assistant contact you this evening, goddamn it all. How you want to do it? You want to email it? You want me to meet for dinner? And you want me to goddamn it put it in the mail? I mean, you still don't want to? I'll do it. What? I'll do it. What? I'll do it. I don't see. That's how these people get caught up. Next thing you know, I see this bitch with such and such, and she says she don't fuck with them no more. She don't rock with them now. She doing dances and rap and handstand. I thought you don't fuck with them, but see, and then you be like, well, asking celebrity, well, why you dance with them again? Well, why you singing with them again? Well, why y'all fucking again? I thought you were. Well, we got together, 10 years done went by and we decided to do a group album again. Cause you don't know that what other kind of group album they done did before they went back in the studio and came back out like they are a team again and rapping and shit because they done got the group to go in they ass. That's it. It's still a lot of shit I have not told y'all that I've deliberately holding back. God damn it. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. People say I'm crazy, this and that. That's why I tell y'all a lot of shit I know because they're lying. I'm not crazy. I done seen it. Y'all done heard other people talking about it, or I have been in the shit. Not in it because I wouldn't let them go in my butt and my pussy and my mouth and nut. That's how I know. But the shit was presented to me, and this was a fine bitch too. See, they must have put it together. They must have sat there. See, they analyze it, but they know your birthday, they know your numerology and shit. Cause you sit there and tell them, you being in public and shit, or so they find out, you got, it's my birthday, it's my birthday, that shit. And then they be like, oh, for real, it's your birthday, happy birthday. And then they go behind, get the astrologer and shit that they fuck with to do a chart on your ass. So, do you think she'd go both ways? Well, I'm looking in her 11th house and, I'm looking, the bitch is almost a Scorpio, goddammit. So, every nigga done rapped about and sung about a goddamn Scorpio. We know them Scorpio do about anything and everything. So it shows here and this and, the bitch might be on the borderline of the shit or she done did it or we can lure this motherfucker in. So, okay, what type of bitch would it take for us to get this bitch down on her knees and eating booty and sucking coochie and you got to send a certain type of bitch on her. Well, what kind? Goddamn, look, we running out of something on the timeline to get this bitch down because the bitch talk too much shit. Got to get the bitch down. Okay. The bitch gonna have to look like this and gonna have to wear her hair like that and wear some lipstick and shit. Now, if it's a dyke, if it's a hard leg ass dyke, the bitch gonna have to look, maybe androgynous and shit. Call such and such. She down there in Atlanta. Get her. We're gonna have her around the bitch and we're gonna see what can we get. This is okay. He's married, but we sense the nigga might go both ways. But see, you got to get the nigga in a certain way for the sissy to bring his inner sissy out. See, bring his inner sissy out or get him to drink a certain thing. Cause I seen in his chart, look like he might have been a woman in a past life or, I heard in Atlanta, it's certain niggas that said that, but see, the nigga got to have a wig on. So you got to ease on the nigga and get him in an environment where it's a close-built environment where, it's just people in the industry and everybody done signed their NDA. So we know, he know that ain't nobody gonna tell. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna line him up. See, y'all think I'm lying, man. Think I'm lying. Next thing you know, like I told you women do, yeah, they be your buddy, you crying about a nigga, or they see you by yourself. Let me take you out because, girl, it's just, you be in the house, you be working. Let's go to the strip club and see some niggas. Let's see some niggas scripting. And, we're going to make it rain on the niggas and shit. Okay, now we're going here, we're going to see the bitches stripping or take you to a place. It's like, girl, I'm just going to surprise you. We're going to go to the women's club and make it rain. Because, I like to see women stripping shit. I've been to Magic City. I love Magic City when I went in there. I like to look at pretty women. I ain't never heard that shit. It's just certain shit I don't do no more. But that, I like to watch women strip. I like to look at sexy women. So really, it ain't no shame with me. It's just certain shit I'm not going to do no more though. But I do like to look at pretty women. And I like to watch women strip. So a lot of times people will go with their nigga, their boyfriend, their husband, because both of them get turned on, or they might get turned on seeing their nigga get turned on. So they'll take you to a place and you think it's women stripping in there, just regular women stripping, they niggas, they'll take you to a dyke strip. They'll take you where dykes hang at. And then they'll be gauging your experience, your response the whole time, or have somebody in there you don't know that they know a bitch. To look a certain way based on your energy, what they done read, how they done did background on you. Have act like you don't know me. Approach her and start hitting on her. And then I'm gonna see if we can do this tonight. I'm gonna see if I can lure this person into that, or I can lure her boyfriend, lure her husband, get something on him. We're gonna send our best sissies in there. Because some men might like men that look like muscular men and beautiful men. Some men look at men and they don't want them sexually. They just look at their bodies and like, damn, he look like that. I wish I looked like that. Or I'm gonna work out. I want that body because women like this. So I'm gonna do this for that. Every man that look at a man that's not gay, that's not what I'm saying. Or look at a body, but they'll see, do you have either something built in, or do one of your family members have something built into them, or do you have a glitch in you? Okay. That they can compromise you with to get you where you don't want to go, but where they want you to go, so they can jam you. Why? So they can destroy you and weaken you and make you one of the children of the mothers of darkness or the fathers of darkness, a follower, so they don't have to worry about competing with you in the future, and they can get shit on you by compromising you with your own flaws and your own glitches and your own weaknesses. That's all I'm saying. See, that's why I don't have any secrets. I ain't worried about nobody telling what I did, who I did it with, what year. I'll tell y'all. I'll go backwards some time. I'll tell y'all what I used to do, where I used to be, where I used to go. I don't really care about it, because you're not gonna use nothing against me because I'm grown. As long as nobody don't ever fucking accuse me of fucking a child or molesting a child. Now that I'll fight you about, because I never did that. Never ever touched no fucking kid. Never touch my own kid in a sexual way. I don't believe in shit like that. You would have to do something to me or give me something where I'm out of my head to do something like that. Then that's one thing I wouldn't do. But consenting adult shit, yeah. You can tell on me all day. I'm not going, you're not going to jam me. You're not going to blackmail me. And see, most of these people get caught up in shit like that because they don't want to be themselves, or they cannot. They feel like they cannot be themselves in this society. They can't be themselves with their family. They can't be themselves with their husband. They can't be themselves with their wife. So people will see that in you. See a glitch, see a weak part of you with something you really enjoy, or that you got to sneak and enjoy and shit. And it's more, it feel more gooder to you because you sneak and do it. But if somebody knew it, you think you commit suicide. You don't think you could live with it, or the outcome of it, or your reputation, or what you don't want this person to know, or that person. See, that's not in me. I don't. That's why I'm honest. Because I never want anybody to be able to tell something on me that they did with me, and I'm scared you're gonna tell what you did with me, and now everybody's gonna disrespect me or ruin me. I tell what I did on my own, because I was grown when I did what I did, and I never did nothing with no child. I never touched no kid. I never fucked with nobody that brought a child in the house or in a sexual engagement with me, and I watched them do something to a kid. I would never fuck with a nigga or a bitch that I know did some shit like that in my past. That's something I don't know. If somebody did that with me that I used to be with, to this day, I don't know nothing about it, because I never saw that. I never seen nobody I fucked with in the past do that. I never seen none of them turn no porn on with no kid or no fucking baby and shit. I don't know nothing about it. That's the only thing that I feel would kill me. If I did that and somebody came out and proved that I did that, I ain't never did no shit like that. Other than that, I don't care what you tell. I don't care what you say about me. As long as I fucked consenting adults, and I was a consenting adult when I engaged sexually with consenting adults. I can do what I want to do. But that right there, oh, and another thing, animals. Animals. I ain't never played with no animal sexually. I'm not saying ain't nobody I fuck ever did it. I'm just saying I don't know. I don't know that they did it. I never fuck with no nigga and I came downstairs and heard nobody fucking and saying, well, what are you watching? Then I seen them fucking a goddamn poodle. I ain't never seen nothing like that with nobody that I was personally with. I ain't never told them, I'm in a freaky mood today. Can you bring Tutu, the German Shepherd, over here? Because I think I want. No. Those are the only two things that would seriously embarrass me. Fucking with kids and fucking with animals. I love children. I love animals. Those two things are a no-no for me. Other than that, I think when you're with two consenting adults and you're willingly doing it, there's nothing wrong with that. If people know, they just know. Now, if you're drugging people, if you're tying people up, you're imprisoning people, and you're taping somebody, you're luring somebody into something, to me, that's not a consenting adult. That's not a consensual sexual relationship. You're doing it to get the ups on them and to enslave them and imprison them, to manipulate and control them, to get them to do some shit or to fuck with you, and they don't want to fuck with you like that. They don't want to fuck with you sexually. They don't want to fuck with you on a business level or none of that. But see, that's what y'all don't understand. That people have told you before I said it. A lot of you done heard it. I've heard it before I said it. I've seen it. I've seen people, y'all don't heard people say it after I said it. A lot of these people that you look up to are in those types of relationships. They get what they want, not based on their talent and their merit. They make them do something and then they blackmail them. Most of these people, they got some dirt on them. It's something they don't want you to know. That's what the fuck I'm telling you. And a lot of these people that you look up to sleep with animals and they sleep with kids. Y'all done heard too many celebrities say this, and then a celebrity come up dead, or the celebrity come up on drugs and to discredit the celebrity, or the person has now been dethroned and defamed. It's usually a truth teller or somebody wants out of the game. Y'all see them saying the stuff that I'm saying, and what I'm saying to you is, and that's why Joe Budden comes out and told you he's a bisexual. He like men and women, because the women started saying stuff like that about him. One of his wives or girlfriends or something said something about him and a dog that they goddamn own. So I think, tell me if I'm wrong, didn't Joe Budden admit that he was bisexual? I can respect that, because you're honest about what you do, and not everybody knows what you do. Everybody knows what they're dealing with, and the women that deal with you know I'm with a nigga that sometimes might see a nigga that we around at a party, some that's attracted to it, might call a nigga over here, and then he go both ways. Okay. It's nothing, move along, it's nothing to see, because this man is being honest with you. I don't have anything bad to say about him, because you know what you dealing with. The man is not tricking you. The man you're not finna go to the doctor and find out you pregnant by him and you HIV positive. Okay? Because you already know the risk. So either you're protecting yourself against that, or even if you open up and get it, it's best to keep your mouth quiet. Why? Because you knew he's in high risk sexual activity. Men fucking men. So instead of you and him talking about it and dealing with the precautions of it and how we need to protect ourselves, because you know I'm bisexual, you now have exposed yourself. When this man has exposed to you, look, I've been struggling with it, but I just want to be honest with you, because I don't want to have it no more. This is what I really like. This is how I'm built. I try to stop it, but I can't. This is what I like. And you sit up there and you say, okay, and I respect that and I accept it, and I don't want to leave you. I still love you, for the man you are to me, and I'll accept you being with men, and then you come up with something, you can't blame him for that. I have no bad things to say about that at all. About I respect somebody being totally an honest freak with a consenting adult. Okay. Speaking of that, I'm gonna get off of here for a minute because I'm probably not gonna get into this reading Nipsey gave me today because it's so much, and it's another show I want to do where I'm talking to the men. I have been holding this for a few days. I wanted to go into it, but then I was like, I'm a little tired. I don't know when I'm going to go into this. But I did a reading for a man. What you said, baby Sheila? You said Joe Budden even had a video confirmed. Yeah, I said he with Lil Fizz, but did Lil Fizz admit it? That's right, Rico. Long live Nip. Um, this man wanted a reading from me, and I forgot him. He said, Alexyss, you read me a while ago about another woman. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not talking about him behind his back. I'm so glad we stayed on the phone. He paid for a 15-minute reading, and I decided to call him. Usually I don't talk to people for a 15-minute reading because it's so short and it's only one question. I decided to call him because he had pissed me off on a text message. What did he piss me off about? Because when he reminded me, he's like, Alexyss, I came to you before to do readings about another woman. That's what pissed me off about it. And I called him. I said, tell me exactly what's going on. I said, because every time I talk to you, I said, let me tell you what makes me mad about you. He said, what? I said, because every time I talk to you, it's always about the same woman in a different body, and they always mistreat you. You always come to me about a woman that mistreats you and leaves you. If we did a reading 1 year ago and 2 years ago, and I'm sure I really gave it to you raw. He said, yes, you did. I said, so clearly you didn't listen. So why are you coming back to me about the same problem? That's what's making me mad about you right now. I don't want to do this reading and I don't want to hear it because I remember you now was always the same bitch, but in a different body. You keep, and I'm telling you, this is a good looking guy. Smart guy, very intelligent, attractive guy. And I'm just like, you're coming to me again about a new woman who just did the same thing to you. We talked about 2 hours because I chose to talk 2 hours and I was enjoying talking to a grown man. I love men. I enjoy talking to intelligent men because I don't really talk to a lot of people. And it's usually a lot of times it's women who are strong in areas like their business, their money, their finance, but weak, wounded little girls when it comes to emotional things and about vagina power. You can have a husband and a boyfriend and still not be in vagina power in every aspect of it because you haven't dealt with the little girl wounds and they'll get mad and want to argue. I like to talk to grown men, mature men, because I even asked him something about myself and I said, tell me the truth and I'm not going to get mad at you. He was like, you're really not going to get mad at me? I said, no, I'm not. Well, okay, I'm going to tell you what I think as a man. And he did. And I said, that's a goddamn lie. And I don't believe that motherfucking shit. You know, I'm going to tell you what it is when I come back. Basically, it's about vagina power, men hitting on me. He going to say it's my fault. And I said, it wasn't my fault. He said, you talk about fucking all the time. I said, so that's my goddamn fault. They got fucking on their mind. I don't make them do that goddamn shit even at this age. Why do I still do that shit? And he's like, are you want to know as a man? And I'm like, that's a motherfucking lie. He's like, I thought you were going to get mad. I said, I'm not mad. That's a goddamn lie. But we're going to get into it when I come back. And I appreciate, I said, can I share this conversation? Would you be willing to? I said, I think the other men and the women would enjoy this conversation. I'm going to try to remember it and tell it. He said, yes, you can share the conversation. I said, I'm not going to say your name. And I said, would you be willing to come on, but, you know, not tell your name and we talk in public? He said, Alexyss, I would love to do that. I'm going to let you know. He said, I can't do it today because we've been on this phone like 2 hours. I said, I know. I enjoyed you so much. And it's you know, not sexually. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not sexually attracted to him, but he's an attractive guy. but I did not, say anything sexual. He didn't say anything like that to me. I'm just saying I enjoyed the other men that I enjoy talking to on the phone that was a really grown man was a gay man about, what was it, early in the week? It was last week. I really enjoyed him. The gay men that talk to me, I love talking to them because they're so honest. They show their feminine side to me. But what also I love, the man I talked to last week, he showed his man side to me. And this, even though he's a bottom, he is a strong, very strong businessman. He's a computer analyst. This guy's extremely brainy, nerdy, very intelligent, but he also has a lot of common sense. He says, I know that I'm a man. I love having sex with men. And yes, I'm the female aspect. I'm a bottom. He said, but I know that I'm a man. I don't want to have a sex change. He didn't tell me I want to be a woman. He's secure in the fact that he's a man. I'm a grown man. I handle business as a man. And I know how to be a man. I know that I am a man, even though I like having sex with men. I respect that. And I enjoyed his conversation. And I enjoyed the fact that he didn't hate women. It's a lot of gay men that hate women. He respects women. He respects his mother. He respects me. And he's an attractive, very clean-cut man, too. We talked about 2 hours, too. I enjoyed the conversation. I thanked him for the conversation. And he says, Alexyss, I've been following you since you did the video Bitches versus Sissies. And there ain't nothing a woman can do for a man once he done had his prostate opened up and had sex with a man that he enjoys. I said, you've been following me that long? He's only like 33. And this man at 33 was talking to me like he's about my age. Very wise and extremely brainy. I love it when I talk to brainy people because they teach me things I don't know. And I love hearing their perspective. And everything he said, I was quiet and I listened to him. And he listened to me. I knew he really listened to me because he could repeat what I said and he could give me he said, you want my honest opinion? I said, please. We were talking about men. He gave me his honest opinion on men and what he thought. And I just really enjoyed it. Other than the gay men, I don't really have straight men that sit and have honest conversations with me. And that's one reason why I loved it, because we were so naked with each other. We were so vulnerable and transparent with each other. And I said, I really enjoyed you. He said, I enjoyed you too. That's why I stayed on the phone so long. I said, can I share this with the other men? Because this makes me angry about men. They'll pick a woman based on the wrong thing. And then when the woman fucks over them, all women ain't shit, or they hate black women and they're the victim. And he was like, you're right. And I said, and y'all don't talk about it with us. And then when y'all get with us, many times we'll suffer from the woman. You still haven't gotten over. Y'all will be having wounds we don't know that you have, because a lot of times men will not talk about it because they think women will disrespect them and think they're weak. And some women that don't really care about you will do that. But somebody like me, I wouldn't. I didn't attack him. I didn't make fun of him because he was the male side of me, where I had been through the same thing as a female. A lot of these men go through as men, and the women will never know. But you'll see a man in a pattern, in a cycle, where certain women he attracts end up disrespecting him in the end of the relationship and seeing him as weak and leaving him. So you're right, Jay. They're in their lower root chakra and they look at looks, a woman's looks. And a woman then they don't realize the woman is sick. And she uses her looks to attract a man and she's out of balance. And then they get hurt. And they hate all women. I said, I know that I have a large male audience because the men have let me know, but they are quiet though. The straight men are not very vocal, but I know they're there because sometimes they'll comment or they'll send me an email and know I'm a man and I'm such and such a name, but I don't see their face or their real name, so I don't know if it's a man. They don't want anybody to know, but they'll tell me I'm a man. And I was like, it's so refreshing to talk to you. Thank you, for letting me know, and thank you for being on here. Because I'm not a male chauvinist and I'm not a feminist. I remember I might say the wrong, male chauvinist. I'm not a female like that hates men or likes to beat up on men. I'm not a dyke. I'm not gonna take a woman's side over a man's side, because remember, even though I talk about vagina power, so Alexyss K. Tylor vagina power, it's also penis power and it's also sperm power. So when I see men that have been victimized by women, I'm not going to attack the man and laugh and say, good for you, and you're supposed to do him like that and mistreat. No, if I see that a man has been done wrong, I'm going to reach out to him. My heart's going to open up to him, and I'm going to have compassion for him. When we talk in private, and I'm like, look, even though I'm a woman, I'm telling you, you letting these bitches, you fucking up when you do this and you do that and you say this, you say that. And he said, really? And I said, yeah, I'm not gonna uh take the woman's side and attack you. And he said, thank you. And when it's like he just opened his heart to me. He just opened up his first chakra, second chakra. He opened up his gut, his heart, and he told me, look, this is what's going on. This is what I think. This is what I feel. And I said, why don't you tell me about your mom? Because you're doing this because you're working from a place of a wounded little boy and a mommy wound. He said, really? I said, yeah. I said, you didn't know that? Because I'm picking it up. He said, I go to therapy. I said, wait a minute. Hold on. I've done readings for women and men that say, oh, I love you too, Kim. Thank you. And they'll tell me they're in therapy. And then I'll say something to them in the reading. And they said, God damn, I didn't think about that like that. Like, really? You think that? And I said, think about it. I'm going to hold the phone. Think about it. And I start telling them why I think about it. And they say, you know what? You're right. This is a daddy wound or a mama wound. And I said, your counselor, your therapist didn't tell you what the fuck I just said. He said, no, I never thought about that before. I didn't know that. And he said, but now I'm thinking about it. And you telling me, and you right. What you telling me, I said, but your therapist that got the education and shit that you paying supposed to tell you that shit. I'm on the phone 2 hours. You ain't paying me shit. Goddamn, you didn't hit my cash up again and make it clap. Goddamn, because you didn't fucking see that shit and know that shit. I could see this shit from a mile away. I know that's your motherfucking problem. He said, yeah, you're right. I didn't know. He said, when I think about it, you're right. I said, are you gonna? And what I asked him to do, I said, I need you to talk to your mama. He said, I'm scared. I said, oh, this your damn ass is. I said, oh, okay, I get it. You're not the grown. I'm talking to the little boy. You scared to confront your mama. I said, you got to confront her. I said, I want you to write a letter to your mama because you're afraid to sit and have a conversation. The mother has shut down. So she's cold to him emotionally. He's afraid because he thinks the mother, I don't know, he's going to lose her love or something, but it's not what he wants. And I know that from the way that he told me he has sex with these bitches. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm saying it because I want your men to be on here that's wondering about it. Now, I know how we is. Y'all nosy ass women's going to have y'all motherfucking ass on here when I come back in a minute. Because I know the men be eavesdropping on us. They just won't say nothing. They so quiet and polite. Them motherfuckers sneaky. They be listening to the shit. So I'm going to give y'all something to listen to, goddammit. Because men don't always tell us what their problem is. And they're taught to be considered strong and to be considered, not be considered weak. It's certain things you don't tell a woman because she's going to use it against you. And I've seen women do it. And I saw my birth mother do it to her husband. And call them weak and throw stuff up that they told them when they were vulnerable. I can tell you that because you're my woman. You're my wife. I sleep with you every day. I lay down with you every night. I can tell you. And these women, when they get into arguments or when they build up resentment towards the man and the relationship is kind of falling apart, I've seen women tell other women they man's business to try to make the woman not want the man because y'all are breaking up. Or then stab him with it because that man is still hurt by that, or something's vulnerable within the man. I'm going to say this one more thing and I'm going to get off of here and I'm going to take a break and get me together and I'm going to come back. Another thing that women do that makes men vulnerable is their penis. When a man is having a problem with his penis, we're going to get into that. When a man doesn't have a certain penis size or he's having a problem with it, many women will use that and ridicule the man when they want to hurt him. when he don't want to fuck with him no more. He's tired of it, or you tired of him. You want to use that against him, that you know the man done been totally transparent and he's telling you he has a problem with his penis. And men, that's like somebody's telling you that your pussy too big, or something wrong with your pussy, or you're not a good lover, because of your pussy size, or the lack of the depth, or not know how to use it. I mean, men ridicule women like that to hurt them. Well, if it hurts you, it hurts him. So we got into, and he said again, I'm not going to tell you what he said. I could say it. That's why I'm saying it. And I didn't laugh, and I still don't think it's funny. I know you don't hear that in my voice. I would not make fun of a man about something like that. You had to do something to me, like my ex, to make me do something like that by doing something to me, doing a lot of dirty shit to me. But him, no. I knew that the way he just broke it down to me, and I'm gonna tell it to y'all. So when you lick and it can't stick it. Well, if somebody is unequally yoked like that, the pussy and dick don't match, y'all don't need to be talking about each other. Y'all need to separate, okay? The woman need to find somebody to please her, and the man needs to find somebody to please him. But see, I'm not talking about somebody with a real small dick. That's not where we're going to go with this. We're going to go into some other things with this. And I just feel, y'all let me know if y'all want to hear it. I'm sure the women, do y'all want to hear this? Do y'all want me to come back and talk about this? Because I know it's going to be some men that want to hear it, but they probably just not going to say nothing. If y'all want to hear this, I'll take a break and I'll come back and I'll just leave it for you. You can listen to it later. Okay, y'all saying yes. It bothered me, and I was surprised because I didn't know a lot of men, but I guess I kind of did. A lot of men hide shit like we hide shit. I'm going to get into this with you all. Like he trusted me to get into it with me, and he trusted me to share. He said, haven't dated in a while. Met a man with erectile dysfunction. He had erectile dysfunction, but he got over it. That's what I'm going to talk to you all about. He got over it. He got it for COVID. And so this reading is this lecture is out. You said, what if the woman is not satisfying you? If she won't listen, she hard headed, and she won't listen to your dick talk. I did a video. It was about 2007 at People TV called Dick Talk, and I had the penis in my hand beside my face, and I was talking about that, and a lot of men responded. They responded, they reached out, and they were glad that I was so open to talk about it. Unfortunately, my problem has been, which is what I said, then he blamed me, and I said, you're not going to blame me. That's a goddamn lie. That's not my fault. He said, Alexyss, I started watching when I was young. He said he was in, I think, his 20s. He might have been in his 20s. He said, and it was so refreshing to see someone like you, an attractive woman, talking about sex so openly. He said, and I thought, you know what? She got to be a hoe, or she got to be a reformed hoe. I said, I'm a retired hoe. He said, I mean, you told me to tell you, you said you won't get mad. I said, the fuck you mean by that? I said, I'm not a retired hoe. I've never been a prostitute. I have not had no whole bunch of like 10 and 15 and 20 niggas. I have not. He said, but you talk like it though. I said, the fuck you? He said, but you said you wasn't going to get mad. I said, you're making me mad. I said, okay, go ahead. I'm not mad. Go ahead. And he said, you see what I'm saying? See, I tried. I said, go ahead. I said, he says, but I loved it because it was refreshing and I was young and I heard you talking about it. And I wish I had women that were my lovers. He said, after you said it, he said, I could tell you were older than me. I wanted to experience an older woman, so I went and fucked one of them. I said, so. He said, how it was? He said, I liked it. He said, because he said a lot of these younger women don't know what to do with their pussy. They have a problem having their pussy. He said, but then the older women, they talk to you. He said, they have a brain, and they have more of a brain, and they know what to do and how to do it. And he said, I really enjoyed the experience. He said, and I just thought you was a hoe or retired or reform, so I'm a reform hoe. God damn it. He said, well, I mean, the stuff you like, how you know what you know, what the stuff you saying, you had to be old to know how to do it. I said, no, it's intuitive. I just knew intuitively because I get the downloads to it. And he said it draws men to you. He said you're wondering why now you're getting men to hit on you and say they want to fuck you and all this stuff. And he's like, I said, look, now I like wanting to be fucked. Now that's not what I'm saying. That's a good thing to still somebody want to give you some dick. I don't want to be one of these bitches rolling around here in the goddamn wheelchair and shit want to fuck. Let me tell y'all something. Did y'all see Ruthless? I did not see Ruthless. I wanted to see it from a couple of episodes on BET that they were showing on YouTube. The past few days, I've like fallen asleep watching Ruthless. If y'all have seen Ruthless, you know who I'm talking about. That old, ugly, raggedy ass, shit starting black bitch up there on Ruthless. The grandmother, the what they call her, Your Highness, or she's supposed to be the matriarch in there. I did not know until I started like watching that shit. What you say, SK Chandler, they dumb, but we know. Thank you. I love you too, Sky's the limit. You said they don't drip. Older women is better though. I ain't gonna lie. I was surprised he told me, and he told me what he liked. And you said them girls don't even know how to watch. Yeah, thank you, Jay. And that's why he said, Alexyss, don't let that bother you when these women be picking at you, making fun of you. He's like, Alexyss, there's nothing wrong with you, but they don't understand this. He said a lot of them don't know nothing. They don't know how to handle themselves. They don't know how to handle no man. They're not good in the bed. They don't, even though they're young and got a hot pussy, they think that's all it is, and that's what they're told. That's all it is, and we want the old bitch and all this stuff. He said, but you made me intrigued. I wanted to know what it was like to be with an older woman. And I said, so you went and got you one. He said, yeah, I went and got me some pussy from us. So what did you bust out? I'm like, that was not my intention. He said, but I mean, you fascinated me because you were just so comfortable letting that shit roll off your tongue and talking about what men need to know, what women need to know. And he said, I enjoyed myself. I said, well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. And I didn't mean to lead you in that direction. I am sorry. I am so sorry. I did not know about this. And he said, and this is something that men need, especially I learned when you have a mommy wound. When men have mommy wounds and they have a lot of other stuff going on with them that I didn't even know until I guess I started to think about all the wrong men I picked. And some of them, when I really think back, some of them did tell me. But I was younger and I was like in my 20s and I was dating men and they would say things happened to them or why they had hangups with women. Y'all need to listen. When a man tells you something, you need to listen to him. They sure didn't, Jay. They wouldn't give me a show, so I had to make one. I had to make something out of nothing. When everywhere I went, they would give everybody a show but me. And they gave all the women shows but me. And I look back now and I see all the women they gave shows with me. They're not around, but I'm still relevant. And they said I wasn't relevant and what I said was stupid and I didn't need to be talking and get your ass out of here unless you want to play the game. And I don't want to play the game. So they're like, oh, we definitely not going to put you on the air. So I had to fight and make it happen with a raggedy set and all that shit. And now I'm glad because I wouldn't have known you all and I wouldn't have known you all thought I had value because everybody was saying I didn't have any value. I mean, what did you say, so Bella? You say, yes, young and dumb is such a dangerous place. You know what? And let them be because you can't tell them nothing. You see how they've done me and how they talk about me and how they insult me and talk about they wanted to jump me even now. But you're younger and you're smarter and you're prettier and your pussy's fatter and your ass is hotter and wetter. So why are you even thinking about somebody like me? Why do you even want to jump on me? You know what I'm saying? It's like I see that's what women are taught to do to each other and fight each other, and they love it. What are you saying? Kel Max started dating a man 10 years younger than me. 13 years later, we still kids. I'm so glad. I'm seeing this happen a lot. Yes. I thought it was just for the sex. Like people say, oh, they don't want an older woman. They don't want to use them for sex. I talk to older women who secretly tell me they are dating men like 10 years younger than them or more. And they're in a relationship. The man loves them and wants to be with them, is young and fine and sexy and got some good dick on him. She's in her 50s, but this bitch look like she's back in her 30s, goddammit. Look real young and fine. The guy she's fucking is in his 30s. He knows her age. He didn't give a fuck. He went after her and they started fucking. I said, wait a minute. So you're telling me you're not just using her for sex? He's not just using you for sex? She said, no, we're in a relationship. I said, y'all go together. I thought that young older men just want us for sex. She said, no, some of them do not. They clicked on a mental, emotional, and spiritual level, and they talk. If they not in the same city, they get on the video and talk. He don't want to be without her. She don't want to be without him. They talking about how they gonna hook up and relocate and shit. And I'm listening to this, and I'm not saying that. I don't know what to say. I didn't even know that that was really happening. And she said, I'm so in love with him that I just want to be with him. But they both got somebody. They talking about breaking up with the people and making plans to be together. Oh boy, that's another show. Anyway, let me get off of here. Like I said, I was gonna get off of here. I love that you all are typing in here. I think the more you all type in, the more you click like, the more you subscribe, the more you share. It helps me get up in the algorithm. So y'all, please do that. You said no. You said what you said, not us. Younger men be needing y'all older women for guidance, nurturing, and spiritual. I think that yeah, certain times you might be born in a different era and you're different age groups, but the soul is the same. And some people, one's older, one's younger, will end up being soulmates to each other and hooking up because the energy and the soul is the same or from the same place, but you're born in different times. I did not know that was happening. I did not know that was possible until Nipsey started to teach me. And I started to see those age things don't matter. Many times y'all will see young guys out here with everything. You think they have everything. And they got pussy thrown on them. They fucking almost every day. Fucking women their age that you know about. But I've talked to younger men, just like this guy that told me. Secretly, you don't know they have older lovers. They either had older women to teach them how to fuck because they probably had a big dick, like a long dick, and a lot of dick, and the young girls couldn't handle it, and they didn't even know how to use their dick. They didn't know what to do with it, and they got with older women that taught them what to do with it, and taught them how to do that sacred sex dance and that snake charming dance. They taught them how to handle themselves and build confidence about their dick. Because a lot of times it's not just a man that got a little bitty dick that's not confident. It's a men that got a lot of dick that are not confident. Because women say you hurt them, this is painful, I don't like this. And then some men have even told me, secretly they'll go be with a man because the men will handle a lot of dick, even though it's anal. They'll take a drug, they'll take a relaxer so they can handle it. And boy, you know what? This is another show. Let me get the fuck up off. I keep telling them I'm gonna get off here, and then y'all keep bringing up good points, and then I keep thinking of something. You say it's a whole bunch of young women that got turned out by older men. Yes, they'll be trained by older men, like young men are trained by older women. You said my ex-girl came home and I was like, hey, where you learned? Wait. What'd you say where she learned that from? You found out an older nigga turned her out? Yeah, usually we're used to hearing that men do it to young girls. What we don't realize is that a lot of grown women molested little boys and turned them boys out and start playing with their penis when they like 2, 3, 4 years old, okay? Turning them out. Or that when a man is grown, but he's young and he's not confident in that department, and the young girls don't know how to train him, they have no knowledge of it. A lot of them become incredible lovers really young because you don't know they have an older woman, either one of their mama's friends that the mama don't know about, and they find out later on, because that's what a lot of men have told me. They became good lovers because it was their mama's girlfriend that saw them and they done got fine to them, and they secretly hidden it because they knew the mother would have a fit. I even had one lady I thought I was cool with, and I interviewed her, and her son had a crush on me. He was younger, and she told me she would beat my ass if I fucked her son. I didn't even know her son had a crush on me. I kind of sensed it when he would get around me. He was so cute with it. He was really nervous. And he wouldn't talk when he was around me, but he would stare. And and then the mother knew it. I didn't know. I just knew when he would look at me, she would cut her eye, and then I would immediately turn and look the other way. This was when I first started my show. And she was like, I'm gonna tell you right now. Some time it went on, I didn't know. Me and she said, I want to meet you for lunch. Let's hang out. She said, I wanna she didn't really tell me. So I was just like, and she's older than me. I was excited to see her and eat lunch and like girl talk. And I looked up to her and she's like, let me tell you something. And she started talking. She's like, my son, I really don't like this, and I don't really think you'd be good for him. And I was like, okay, I didn't even get offended when she was like, to me, like, you're insulting me. You think it's somebody better. Or she was like, you know what? Even if he got with you and wanted to marry you, I don't think it's a good idea. And I don't think it would work out. And my son wants to screw you. And I said, I I didn't know. I didn't know that. And I was not thinking anything like that. And she said, well, he does. And every time he's around you, he thinks about it. And I see the way he looks at you. You can't see it. I said, well, I tried to act like I did it. I thought it was maybe me. I was just a little childhood crush. She said no. And I know it. And he told me, and I talked to him. And I'm telling you right now, this is going to stop right here. And if you ever fuck him, I'm telling you, you better not give him no pussy. I said, what do you, she said, even if he tell you to give him some pussy and he ask you for some pussy, if I find out you fucked him, I'm going to beat your ass. I was shocked. I didn't know it had went that far. When he actually told her that, and she said she knew he told her that. And I said, hey, baby, high fire. I love that. Okay, I found out it was true because he asked me out to dinner after that. And I did not tell his mother. I think I finally I did. And she said, you can go out with him, but you know already what I told you. And you better not fuck him. I went out with him and I told him, he then just bust out laughing. And he said, wait a minute, how my mama gonna tell you that you can't give me no pussy? He said, I'm telling you that you can give me some pussy. So I started laughing. He said, you could give me some pussy. I just gonna tell you that what you can't do with your pussy, that I can't have none, and that if I ask you that you better not give me your pussy, I should gonna say if I can and can I have no pussy, who I can and cannot fuck. I want some pussy. I said, look, I cannot do that because your mama told me that she was gonna beat the shit out of me, and the bitch is big. Goddamn it, I look like an ant in comparison to this motherfucker. This fucker big as hell. She was taller than me. This fucker was big, a big red bitch, like she weighed about 300 pounds. Big ass titties with a big ass stomach and shit, and she had stood flat feeted. She had some sandals on. She ain't had no goddamn heels on when she told me. She had her flats on. Like, bitch, you know what I'm saying? We could get it on right now, bitch, depending on how you answer or depending on what you say. I said you can't give your pussy to my son. And I told him what happened. He said, she took you out and told you. I said, yeah, in public, man. She said in public that she will beat the shit out of me. He said, but that's your pussy. Look, ain't nobody got to know. I ain't gonna say nothing. I said, yeah, I know you gonna fuck. He said, I ain't gonna say nothing. How she gonna say with me and you were looking down like I'm serious? She said, I can't handle that. I said, look, I ain't in it. My name Emmett, I ain't in it. Cause she said she gonna jump on me and that she'll know. He said, you know what? I'm just still sitting here trying to wrap my mind. He said, my mother? I said, she's sneaky. You clearly don't know her. I didn't even see it coming. She told me behind your back who you can and can't fuck, and she got plans for you. I backed away. I seen him out here. It was about 10 years ago. It probably almost 10 years ago. I ain't seen him in a long time. I wasn't speaking to her. She wasn't speaking to me. And it was no love lost. We didn't fall out or nothing. I just backed away and I thought, wow, that's really how you feel about me? She's like, you're too old for him. He's young. He hasn't had a sexual experience. He's been in school all his life. He gonna be this. He gonna be that. And I don't want you to interrupt it. I feel like you might turn my child out and have his mind off of his school and stuff. And I said, clearly he already knows something about that shit. He know more than what you think you know. But I'm gonna respect you, and I'm just gonna respectfully back away. And I'm not gonna fuck your son. And I never did. I stayed away. I ran into him. He wasn't with her. He was out of school. He was very successful. Me and him talked. He told me what he did. And I was very, very impressed by him. Extremely intelligent young man, very successful, got everything together like she wanted him to have. And she said she didn't want me to interrupt that. She didn't want nobody interrupting that. And it's clear that they didn't. But I had that in my mind. I said, his mother clearly doesn't want me for him. Even if he's grown and successful, she clearly don't want me for him. We were in the vegetable department over there, like in the produce department, where they had you know how they had the green stuff and the fresh greens, and I love fresh greens. I'll give me some kale to juice them, and they have like the sprinkler and all the water and stuff be showering them and stuff. And I think it's so pretty. I like to be over there when the water is showering them. That boy walked up on me, goddamn it. He said, "Hey, Alexyss, how you doing?" I said, "Hey," and he says, he was pausing again. He said, "So good to see you." I said, "Well, thank you. It's good to see you." And I was being real cold. I was being kind of casual because I still remembered what his mother had said. And I said, she clearly don't even want me dating him. And I know he can't invite me to the house. So I just put a cold front up to him. And I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And he was like, the reason why I brought up the sweat, the sprinklers over there, because you know how when you go over the produce department, it be when the water be going, it be kind of cool. They keep it cold over there for the produce and stuff. Y'all, I swear to you, it was cool over there, and the water was sprinkling around all the vegetables and stuff. That boy stood in front of me, and that man started sweating real bad. Like sweat was coming on that man's face on the side, and that man started sweating. I said, "God damn, see, just fucking sweating." I said, "Nobody sweating over here. It's cool over his car. This sprinkling shit over this motherfucker sweating like a motherfucker." And I said, he probably done learned. He done got him an older woman like he wanted. He probably know how to fuck real good. This nigga sweating. And like he was kind of stumbling and shit. But I said, this nigga probably wear my ass out. But then I was like, I can't. I had to ease up. People, I said, why nigga sweating so goddamn it bad? I said, I guess he still got a little crush or maybe a fantasy or some shit he want to find out. I feel like I can't find out. Well, so where you at? What you doing? Like he was talking like, can I get your number? He was swearing with it. Like I said, I was halfway scared to get a nigga my goddamn number because I said, I think I gave my number, but I say no use to me doing this. I don't use me doing this. Boy, him sweating, this boy him stuttering and shit, dick on hard. I'm like, I don't know. I'm nervous because I'm like, why this nigga sweating? I don't know. Nigga cute, clean, well dressed and shit. But the nigga sweating. I said, I didn't get none, Kelly Mac, because of what the mother said. I couldn't get over what the mother said. I mean, the mama, like, she didn't want me, to date him. She didn't want me to be a part of her family. I mean, yeah, the nigga was having hot flashes like a bitch, sweating like a bitch, mouth, like the mouth was dry, stuttering. Then he started grinning. He was grinning real hard and sweating and parched in the mouth. I'm sorry, this nigga probably got some dick on him, goddamn it, but he just excited. I knew they were real excited, so I had to play that nut role like, I don't know, and I'm not interested, and, well, good to see you again. Then I get the fuck away because this nigga sweating too goddamn it, man, and shit. I didn't want to get to be friends with him because his mother already let me know she was not going to accept me. You see what I'm saying? So I had to think about the mother side. He was a mama's boy. So I already knew he's a mama's boy. I wasn't going to fight the mama, I wasn't going to try to disrupt what they had going on and compete with his mama. You know what? Yeah, the mama messy than a motherfucker went behind that boy back and she was growling like we was in a public place and she was laughing and talking loud, right? You have to watch bitches like this, man. A lot of them bitches are professional bitch and one of them educated bitches. Eastern Star and shit and went to the AU and all that shit and know all these celebrities and stuff. So the bitch threatened me low. She low-mo threatened me. If they said down here, the bitch threatened me low. She was talking, like, hi, it's good to say, you better not fuck my son. You understand me? She was talking with her teeth together. She was growling and gritting her teeth is talking to me with her teeth is locked together. Now, a bitch snitch when the bitch can say complete whole words, goddamn it, with their teeth is together and they tongue in between their teeth is bitch. You notice a slick motherfucker, like a dirty motherfucker, or beat your ass, get back there behind the building, and it's a big bitch like my grandmama with them knock ass knees. Get her big yellow ass behind there, adjust that wig, beat my ass with her knees knocking and shit, done took her heel off, and then, hi, how y'all put together, how y'all doing? But then behind, bitch, did not true you, I know what you better not fucking my motherfucker son. She threatened me low. Low, it was crowded in the fucking restaurant. We up there at Ruby Tuesday, crowded as it was. Everybody laughing, talking, eating. The table, you know how it is in Ruby Tuesday, the table close together, little wood table. This bitch threatened me so slick and so low. The waiter didn't even hit shit. He was standing right there getting us a drink, goddammit. That's how the bitch threatened me. I know when a bitch threatened me like that, leave they children alone. Not children, cheering. When a bitch threatened you slick and low in a public location, and if I would have called the police and told them that the bitch threatened me, I wouldn't have had no witnesses because the bitch threatened me so low. She want them educated. Dirty bitch that slick and, get you jammed up and be like, hi, hello, Jim, and everyone, welcome. We'll give them some champagne. I give him a dinner. He's sitting in row 10. And you would never know a sophisticated bitch threatened you like that, see? Slick and low. The type of bitch that got education but do dirty. They throw a rock and hide their hand. And they education and they bougie friends. You real bougie like. So I know the bitch was going to get away with the shit because who the fuck do I? And then the son didn't know. He said, my mother? Are you sure? My mother? Because she denied it. See what I'm saying? She denied the shit. So now it looked like I'm by myself. I would have got my ass beat. Probably would have got some of her sorority. Sure, sorority sisters are joining in. But you know how they is. Now when she come over here and try to get a job, because they have peoples everywhere. Don't get this the bitch name, this the bitch video. Don't get a bitch nothing because the bitch was fucking my son. I told the bitch. Now see, they do that. And I'm like, why I go in here? And I'm trying to get some SSI and I'm trying to get some food stamp and shit. Or, I'm trying to go into this university. They telling me no. The bitch, she's the type of bitch that, you know what I'm saying? Them Eastern Star, the Mason. See, see, I know this is not the battle. This is not the type of bitch. Now, bitch, you're going to pick your battles and you ain't going to battle her about this dick. Now, bitch, you ain't in them sorority. You don't know them from them fraternity judges and them polices and shit. The bitch know all of them. The bitch told me a police stopped her one night. Like they talking about them, Mason go in the courthouse. And I've known some women, a nigga police and a Mason and shit. And he done whooped her ass. All he got to do is go in there and stand in front of the judge and fold his damn hand or turn his hand up a certain way, goddammit. The judge see the little code on the hand. All of a sudden, you got police record, you got hospital record. Somebody sink this nigga, bust your head down to the white meat. By the time he get in there, he put his hand like that. And then the judge just mysteriously drop this shit or the lawyer with you, telling you, I think you need to plead this out or, some shit. And the nigga get off with the shit. Where she's the female side of that shit. Told police stopped her one night and then it was late and wasn't nobody around. All of a sudden, said she had a certain cape on and shit and the nigga let her go. And it was never, no police record of the shit and no proof of the shit because he do his hand like that right there. She went finna do her hand on me and then I be in there fucked up. Several of her friends done jammed me up with jobs and opportunities and whoop my ass, and then I'm up there trying to explain to the judge the bitch do this, that shit right there. That code on it, you're not finna pull that code on me after you done low-mo jump me and low-mo whoop my ass, goddammit. Now y'all hit my cash app and make it clap. Y'all want me to goddammit come back and talk about these niggas now.